For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
Now trying to go down on Brock Foes. McRae gets by Schultz, puts a floater
There you go.
off the glass and count the bucket.
Takeaway, Schoenig deflecting the pass from Lane. She's on her. And count the bucket. What a big momentum swing.
That's job keeping the hip back, get behind him. Now can he lift him up and bring him down? Executed perfectly for Brady Martin.
Trying to make it too risky, but he does turn it. Tyler Chris, can he get the pinfall?
He did! He does it! The young freshman is the 106 regional champion.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School Athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Welcome in the curtain call of Tonganoxie Sports Live here in the year 2024. Final home game of 2024 as well for the Chieftains tonight. Back in Frontier League action, hosting the 2-1 Spring Hill Broncos. Tonight's basketball presentation is presented by our folks at Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, give them a call at 913-369-6600 as we cruise along to the S&S Body pregame show. They've been the place to go to in Tonganoxie for auto, body, and repair work since 1972. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. Glad to be here with you guys on Tonganoxie Sports Live. And hello to our folks watching over on a simulcast edition of Broncos basketball over on Spring Hill Sports Live. Great to be back here inside Chieftain Arena. And how about these Lady Chieftains, partner? 3-0 for the first time in a dozen years, 12 to be exact. And in that same year, that was the last time that they were 4-0. We're going to be talking about that a lot. In fact, they won 8 of their first 9 games 12 years ago. We've talked about this Lady Chieftain team. They have played well up to the start. Now they get their real first true test here against Spring Hill. They passed one Frontier League matchup, 2 of them to be exact. Last week against Bonner Springs, the season opener, a 1-point win against Lewisburg. But led by Sydney Busher, these Broncos played really great basketball towards the tail end of last year. They're 2-1 so far this year. This is a really big matchup in the Frontier League, as big as you can get at this point in the year.
Yeah, no question. And like you said, partner, Sydney Busher is she's a force to be dealt with, and it's going to be a huge test for these Lady Chieftains tonight. So hopefully we'll have a good game. They're going to get started here pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're going to start it a little bit earlier. So if you know anybody, they're going to get started a little bit before 6 o'clock. We're going to be looking for tip-off right around 5:53, 5:54 or so. So not too much earlier, but we'll get you the starting lineups here in just a few moments. Back to the action on Friday, second road game, second road win of the year for Tonganoxie at Jefferson County North High School. Chieftains besting the Chargers there. You could not ask for a worse first half.
Oh, wow.
And again, the Lady Chieftains suffered. They were shooting nearly 20% from the field. Not the best of starts, but they outscored the Chargers 31-17 in the second half. Get the win 47-34. Second time that they trailed going into halftime and end up winning the game. This time by double digits, and they won the last matchup a week ago here at home against Bonner by 9 points. And it's been Alyssa Shonick, 16 points she put up again this past Friday. She's averaging 18 points a game so far. She's off to a great start, but now I think if you're Coach Eckner and company, you're looking for who's going to be that extra person, because you know teams are taking note. They're going to say, we take one out of the game, take her out. Who's it going to be stepping up? We saw Addie Schooler do that this past Friday. Emerson Maslak do it. Farrah Halsa, among many, many others, get in there. Kaylin Weehee also giving some good minutes on Friday. So the Chieftains, I think the goal is obviously to move to 4-0, but also to find kind of that other combo of players that could step up to where Shonick has an off night, or if she's limited, they could still come out with a W.
Well, and, last year she had trouble getting in foul trouble. So, they're going to have to avoid that. The biggest thing they're going to have to avoid tonight is they cannot afford to start like they had against Jeff North, because it's going to be very difficult to dig out of a hole against this Spring Hill Broncos team.
No doubt about it. Definitely do not want to get far behind them. Again, Broncos coming off an Emporia tournament last week. You held that coverage courtesy of B.J. Harris and Curtis Kaiser down in Emporia. They go 2-1, and they are off to a plus 500 start. Look to add another win here tonight. We're going to get to starting lineups right now. These are brought to you by our friends over at Forever Fencing here in Tonganoxie. Starting lineups presented by Forever Fencing, your locally owned and top-rated fencing company in the Midwest. Go online for your free estimate today at www.foreverfencingkc.com. Teams gathering up here. Some final words here. Real quick, partner, while we have a little bit of time, how about some First Security Bank keys to the game earlier before we get this one started?
Yeah, like we talked about, partner, the Chieftains cannot afford a slow start because they don't want to get behind this Broncos team. They're just going to have a hard time coming back. So they're going to have to take care of the ball and not turn it over. Get second chances on the boards if they can. They got to block out well.
Again, keys to the game brought to you by First Security Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Let's turn it over to our PA announcer tonight, John Tolleson, and meet the starting five for the Broncos and the Chieftains. Frontier League action coming up in moments.
And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Spring Hill, number 12, 5'9" junior, Aubrey Banner. For Tonganoxie, number 1, 5'3" junior, Alyssa Shonick. For Spring Hill, number 15, 5'7" senior, Annie Vaughn. For Tonganoxie, number 2, 5'6" junior, Talia Baldock. For Spring Hill, number 20, 5'10" junior, Isla Herman. For Tonganoxie, number 15, 5'4" junior, Emerson Maslak. For Spring Hill, number 21, 5'10" junior, Isabel Harris. For Tonganoxie, number 20, 5'5" junior, Farrah Halsa. For Spring Hill, number 35, 5'6" freshman, Keely Rudin. And for Tonganoxie, number 33, 6'1" sophomore, Addie Schooler. And coaches for tonight's game, Spring Hill, Paige Husa. For Tonganoxie, Austin Eckert.
All right, let's get this one started. Two of the top teams in the Frontier League as we enter the third week of the 2024-25 season. Opening tip-off tonight brought to you by Lynch Real Estate, your hometown real estate company that will help you buy your next home and make your real estate dreams come true. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust.
A little bit of a shocker here, partner. We didn't see Busher in the starting lineup. I'm not sure if she's got an injury or what's going on.
So that was the word, is that Emporia tournament, there was something of a lower body injury that she did suffer. There were some questions if she was even going to play tonight. She is out there. She is suited up. Number 22 for the Broncos, not going to be in the starting lineup. But I imagine if she's suiting up, she's going to be getting into this game.
Yeah.
If you're Coach Page, I have a really hard time thinking you suit her up just to be a distraction or a decoy on that bench.
She does have a knee brace on. It looks like she's limping a little bit, but
on that right
hopefully
knee.
That's not anything serious.
Yeah, hopefully not. We'll see her in this game. It's always best, this league. What makes the Frontier League so great is all these great players, and when they're out there playing against each other, that's what makes it so awesome. Little change to the starting five for the Chieftains as well. Kalia Baldock in there now alongside Alyssa Shawnick, Emerson Maslak, Farrah Hulsa, and Addie Schooler.
Yeah, I think Kalia's getting a start based on the hustle that she had in that game against Jeff North.
So here we go, meeting in the center. Harris for the Broncos and Schooler for the Chieftains. Official making it back up, get a little bit of separation. It's in the air, and again, Chieftains win the opening toss, and here we go. Tonganoxie 3-0 for the first time in 12 years.
Nice pass.
And I thought they were going to get the opening bucket there. It just falls off the rim for Addie Schooler. And just like that first half on Friday, tight lid on that rim underneath. And a tough break for Schooler, who's had a lot of looks from those high percentage areas in the low post and hasn't been able to put them in. Now the Broncos trying to get it down there. It's ricocheted around, and Shawnick, who else comes away with it for the Chieftains? Here she is with it right now, a drive and a kick out, trying to go to that corner to Maslak. And it'll be Bronco basketball. Emerson trying to save it at the last moment and ricochet it around.
A little bit out of control there.
I think I would have to agree with you there. So you got Callie Roden checking in here, Audrey Meter, Eddie Bond, Isla Herman, and Isabel Harris, the five out here for Spring Hill to start this one.
Some token pressure in the backcourt by Tonganoxie.
This is what the Chieftains like to do, that tight defense, moving around, getting into the passing lanes, and this one lasts off the hands of a Bronco. So it'll be a pair of turnovers for these two teams on their last possessions.
Now token pressure offered by the Broncos.
Shawnick able to lower the shoulder, loses it on the way. That was another thing. I'm sure if you're Spring Hill, when you're looking at the tape on Friday, what did the Chargers do in that first half? Brought some full court pressure, and it really frustrated Tonganoxie, forcing the double-digit turnovers in that first half.
Yeah, they had a hard time adjusting to that.
Maslak with space and a drive, tied up again. Active early for Aubrey Meter, number 12 for the Broncos, but she's going to be called for the foul here, her first.
She's going to shoot two.
I didn't think they were going to call it act of shooting. It looks like an inbound is looming in. It was kind of maybe had to think about it, but Shawnick will just lob it in. Schooler hands off to Baldock, making her first start of the season. Shawnick in on a drive, splitting defenders, just can't finish.
Tough shooting luck so far for the Chieftains.
They're looking for options. Addie Bond, open look, three ball, nothing but net. Draining it down, Isla Herman.
That was a nice shot, nothing but net. Somebody's going to have to get a hand in her face.
Frontier League second team honors, averaged 9.1 points a game last year.
Another turnover by the Chieftains.
So again, for Tonganoxie, and I can't help but notice looking down on that bench tonight, partner, no Austin Eckert here tonight. So the head coach is
under the weather.
He's not here. Again, hope everything is well with Coach Eckert. We know he's probably watching along with us here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. His team 3-0 to start the year.
Jump ball tie up there. Ball stays with the Broncos.
Quick ball moving downside. Herman trying to hand it off, looking for Roden, and it just slipped out of her hands. Maslak there able to collect.
She was maybe a little too unselfish there.
You have Kaylin Weehee checking in for Tonganoxie at the next stoppage. Under 6 to go in this opening quarter. Isla Herman's 3-ball, the lone bucket in this contest. Halsa trying to go down low to Schooler, knocked away again, and again it is Aubrey Meter. She has been active on the defensive end for the Broncos.
She has. She's very quick.
As Weehee makes her way in, Kalia Baldock will head out. Now they get it to Schooler, hands it off. Weehee at the right elbow. Back out to Shonick, 3-ball on the way, trying to answer. She can't do it. Tipped around and controlled by Roden. Up the floor we go for the Broncos. Now inside, Roden again, backing up on Weehee, puts it up, does not fall, gets her own rebound, up strong again. Nicely done there for the Broncos. And Kaylee Roden.
Can't afford to, if you're the Chieftains, you can't afford to give these Broncos second chance.
Shonick, nice feed, we're going coast to coast, hands it off to Weehee.
Chieftains badly needed that bucket.
How many times have we seen Shonick go that coast to coast right down the lane and taking the defense with her? Weehee wide open on the low post on the right side.
Yeah.
Roden misses that one over Weehee. She controls at the baseline. Three points separating these two teams nearing the halfway mark. Shonick again on a nice drive on the left side and able to finish it. Doing it herself right there. Takes the lead to 1 for Spring Hill. Herman gets that one to go.
Nice drive by Herman. A little pull-up jumper there. Nicely done.
Lead back up to 3. Shonick, another nice drive and another nice feed. Just can't finish. Kaylin Weehee underneath. The good luck nonetheless.
Yeah, that's 2 bunnies they've missed.
Back the other way.
Nice pass.
Inside, easy bucket on the finish. Addie Bond.
That was a good interior pass right there.
We're live tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live and over on Spring Hill Sports Live as well. Another one deflected and knocked away. Chieftains on the turnovers. Addie Bond the other way. Punches it in for 2. Excuse me, it's Isla Herman punching it in for 2. She's off to a great start. 5 points early in this first quarter and a timeout forced here by Tonganoxie. Down by 7. Needing a little bit of time to try to regroup here. Get this game in control before it starts to get out of hand. Chieftain basketball tonight presented by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan here. 11-4 ball game, just under 3.5 to go here in the opening quarter. And you got to be thinking if you're Spring Hill here, you're out to a 7-point lead, and still you haven't done it without Sydney Busher yet. She still is over there on the bench. I think for your Coach Hustler right now, you couldn't have asked for a better start for the Broncos.
No, and if she can get some rest, that's probably a good thing for the Broncos.
Meanwhile, for the Chieftains, just trying to get something going here. They've got it back within 1, but then some quick takeaways for the Broncos ending in points. Has them back in front of this one, deflected again, but Shonick able to save it. Getting ahead of Meter now on the drive in, and she is fouled by Addie Bond as she will pick up her first personal. 2 team fouls for the Broncos, none yet for the Chieftains. We are back here inside Chieftain Arena, so shot clock is in effect for both teams. Maslak, corner 3, does not go. Back coming the Broncos the other way. Bond trying to stifle off the defense of Shonick. Now move around. Herman able to kick it out. Move around. Roden up top. Trying to drive in on Weehee. Staying in front of her for the time being. Underneath. Meter lost it. Puts it on the ground. Possession arrow in favor of Tonganoxie. So they will come away with this basketball.
Broncos emphasizing getting the ball in the paint. So far, they've done a great job.
That was how we met her again underneath and just kept it a little bit low. Maslak right there to deflect it just enough and able to get on top of it, causing that jump ball. Shonick puts into that 3 but can't knock it down. This has not been the strongest 3-point shooting start for the Chieftains so far this year. Meanwhile, back on the other end, Broncos almost able to lay it in. They'll go last off of Weehee. They'll stay down here with Spring Hill. As more substitutions will come, it'll be Chloe Hendrickson coming in for the first time tonight. Emerson Maslak will take a breather. Corner three, Metter does not go. Rebound underneath by Roden, trying to clear out two Chieftains, Weehee and Schooler in the area. And did they call another jump ball on that? I believe they did. And that will keep it down here again with Spring Hill. Roden again, 3 Chieftain defenders in the area. Does not matter, goes up strong and able to finish.
Yeah, she just went right into the defense that time and was able to come away with a bucket.
4 points for her early, 7 points for Herman, and another turnover for Tonganoxie.
Well, unfortunately for the Chieftains, they're off to that slow start again.
Number 2, Schubert into the game for Spring Hill.
Addie Bond checks out Kaylee Schubert into the game. First time tonight, first substitution of the game for Coach Hussa. Her team up by 9, under 2 minutes to go in the first.
Yeah, Chieftains need to get a stop here or go down by double digits.
Broncos luckily not turning that one over. Herman has it. It's around just outside the left elbow. That shot doesn't go for Metter. And another jump ball. It'll still be Chieftain basketball.
Number 22, Herrera in the game for Tonganoxie.
Jayla Herrera in for Tonganoxie. First time tonight. She's out there currently with Shawnick, Halsa, Schooler, and Hendrickson. Good crossover by Shawnick. Nice shot in the paint. Well done there for the Chieftains and Alyssa Shawnick. Herman drive on the left side. Bucket no good. She was able to get by Halsa. She gets her own rebound.
She was a little too far under the basket that time.
Keeping this possession alive for the Broncos. Herman lets it fly for 3. It looked good, just a little bit too strong, but the rebound underneath by Schooler. That was about to where she made the first one earlier, and it was nothing but net. Shawnick on another drive, late dish to Schooler, a little bit too strong, misses the 2-point.
Chieftains got to finish on those.
Schubert trying to shake off Herrera, under a minute to go. Broncos lead at 7. Their largest has been 9. That one a little bit too strong. Hit the deck is Metter. This allows Shawnick on the rebound. Coming back the other way on the left side. Stops, goes up, and finish.
That's a nice fake. Let the defender go by and then finish.
Chieftains trying to get another stop here. Close out his first quarter potential back-to-back buckets. Roden trying to go around Schooler. She does just that. She's got 6.
Yeah.
Shawnick, logo. No good. Would have been good if it would have landed. And the first quarter coming to an end. Chieftains a little sluggish out of the gates. They're only down by 7 to Spring Hill as we head to the second here on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Second quarter action here. Game 1 of our doubleheader between Tonganoxie and Spring Hill. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan. 15-8 lead for Spring Hill as they close out that first quarter. Isla Herman leading the scoring so far with 7. Haley Roden finishing out with 6. Tied with Alyssa Shonick, leading scorer for Tonganoxie, also with 6 points.
Well, and they're getting some really high percentage shots, too. I mean, they're in the paint.
Yeah, ball movement has been pretty good tonight for both teams, especially the Broncos. That's where a lot of their shots have been made just like that. Isla Herman knocking down another. Getting into the paint, those high percentage shots, that's exactly what you want. Now Mazlak on a drive through 3 defenders, leaves it a little wild. Metter on the rebound, another look tipped out, controlled still by Spring Hill.
Yeah, the Chieftains giving up way too many offensive rebounds to the Broncos here.
And I believe they're going to get Shonick with the call there, so she picks up her first foul. First foul of the night for the Chieftains, as we will also have our first trip to the free throw line.
Partner.
They did give it to Mazlak, you're right. I thought they both were in the area. I was thinking maybe Mazlak, they were going to give her the benefit of the doubt, say Shonick kind of got a good chunk in there first. But regardless, first foul of the night called for Tonganoxie. Metter going 1 for 2 at the line there.
The Broncos now have a double-digit lead, 10.
Largest lead of the night. Shonick, defenders closing in, looking for help, finds Mazlak. Big 3 on the way. She's able to knock it down. A much-needed bucket for the Chieftains there.
No question about that.
You can tell the defensive attention to Alyssa Shonick, able to keep that ball alive, kick it out to Mazlak, had some time, lined it up, knocked it down, well executed. Metter up top, able to hand off, goes right back to her. Shonick again poked it away, Kalia Baldock controls, and here comes Shonick back the other way. Full head of steam and lost it. I think maybe trying to force it into Addie Schooler. It might have been better off to either peel it out or maybe take it herself, but now count the bucket at the other end. Count it in, Isla Herman. Kalia Baldock will be charged with the foul there. Now Elsie Sprague will check in for Isabel Harris. Chance at a 3-point play at the line for Herman. Get that Bronco lead back to double figures, and she does just that. As you also have Hendrickson checking in for Tonganoxie off that free throw. So the Chieftains, they have not been strangers to kind of these large first half deficits. They've been able to overcome them in the second half. Might be a little bit of a taller task tonight. Biggest test of the year so far in Spring Hill. A good move from Hendrickson. Now kicks out to Mazlak. Comes up short on that 3-ball attempt.
Somebody better stop the ball.
Good deflection.
Good deflection by Schooler there.
Now Shonick. Hesitation. Another drive to kick out. Hendrickson 3-ball. That one offline too. Shonick knocking it away from Roden, kept it a little bit down too far. And a jump ball, that will keep it down here with the Chieftains. And for those of you at Spring Hill Sports Live, if you're wanting to know the kind of ball that Alyssa Shonick is about, that's a perfect example of it right there.
She probably leads the league in tie-ups.
Jumping in, Schooler using that 6'1" frame, able to catch it. And you could tell Addie Bond, as soon as they called the foul, she knew it. She picks up her second foul. Schubert back in, and will bring Bond out with her 2 personal fouls. Another chance here for the Chieftains. You know, in the second quarter, they do not want to leave many more of these possessions empty.
No, you do not. And they just turned it over again.
Up ahead, Herman gets that one to go. It hung up on the rim there for a good second, but it falls down nonetheless.
Good anticipation, getting in the passing lane there by the Broncos.
It's exactly what the Chargers were able to do. The difference is they weren't able on Friday night to capitalize on them for points like the Broncos are doing right now. Now up by 12. And that one just going off her sneaker and going out of play. Roden, she's also had a good first half in her hands right now. And back down on Schooler, nice feed, Metters there, but also is Alyssa Shawnick.
Yeah.
So another jump ball call, keep it down here. The possession arrow has flipped a lot. Had a lot of jump balls here in this first half thus far. Inbounds play looming, Metter looking for options, finds Roden open, deflected. Able to get her own shot now. Hendrickson knocks it loose, and she'll get called for the foul. A little bit of like a missed assignment down low as Roden is able to catch it and go up strong. They go right back to her. You could tell that's their favorite. That one rattles out on her, and Shawnick able to collect it. So a couple of misses inside for Roden. And now a miss on the layup attempt for Shawnick.
I don't see that often.
Halsa gets called for the reach in. So that'll force Herrera back in. 14 fouls already after Tonganoxie going clean without a foul in that first quarter. Already 4 here in the second as we are closing in on the halfway mark. And still the word is for Sydney Busher, number 22. She is suited up but has not made an appearance in this game. And if you're Coach Hussler right now, you're looking out there and thinking there's really not a need if she's not 100% to put her out there.
No, you got a double-digit lead with her on the bench. I wouldn't risk it.
I wouldn't either. Their team has come out to play so far. 23-11, they lead by 12. Tight defense on Shawnick, kicks it out to Herrera. Moving around, trying to go to work on Schubert. Baseline drive, trying to go down low to Schooler again, and Roden is there to collect. So Tonganoxie, they've tried their best to get it down low, to get it to Schooler, get their fair share of high percentage shots, but this defense of Spring Hill is simply just not allowing them to do so. The Weehee back in, Schooler will come out. Into some token pressure here for the Broncos. Really not selling out on it quite yet. Shawnick does have good handle, showing it right there, taking her down to the floor. Shawnick off the glass, can't get it to finish. Weehee underneath, clean block by Herman. Kick out, straight ahead three, bakes it in. Emerson Maslak, a big bucket there for the Chieftains.
Well, they needed that.
Lead back under 10 for Spring Hill, but another good feed, and Metter able to finish that one.
Yeah, nice little fadeaway there by Meter. That was a nice job.
Super smooth, super silky. Shawnick, Maslak, back to back. Yes, she can! And another one banked in. And a timeout will be called here. Back-to-back 3 balls. Alyssa Shawnick feeding it to Emerson Maslak. Has the Chieftain deficit now at 8 points, 25-17. Under 3 to play here before halftime. You're watching Chieftain basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
I was just wondering.
Enter query.
Should I use a robot?
Vacuum?
No. Are
bots taking over the world? Yes.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Unlike a robo-advisor, we can put together a personalized plan.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort from Tonganoxie today.
So back-to-back 3 balls from Emerson Maslak, both getting credit the assists. One for Alyssa Schoeneck, one for Kaylin Weehee. Has the lead for the Broncos down to 8, 25-17. Bank is open this late on Tuesdays, partner. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Put to good use there by Schooler, or Maslak, I'm sorry.
Hendrickson, Hulsa, Maslak, Herrera, and Weehee. 5 out there for the Chieftains, and another just good drive. Isla Herman.
That was really, she read that well. Herrera was giving her the lane, and she just says, okay, I'll take it.
She has 16 of the 27 points tonight for Spring Hill.
Yeah, she's on fire.
Maslak looking to go 8 straight buckets. She cannot. Also got a hand in it there was Harris on the drive. Here come the Broncos back the other way, and momentum taking it a little bit too far out of control. A charge is called. Herrera hits the deck. And on the drive, that was Elsie Sprague. That just couldn't quite slow herself down in time to avoid the charge call.
Broncos picking up full court now. See how the Chieftains handle it. Nah, it's just token pressure.
Yep. And picks up a foul there. So not
those fouls like that drive coaches crazy.
Yeah, so not the best of sequences there as Sprague. She picks up 2 quick fouls, and Schubert will come right back into the game, and Sprague will head out for the time being. Coach Olsen, I love that, saying I love the aggressiveness. Keep doing what you're doing. Just got to be a little bit smarter.
Yeah,
on that reach-in foul.
Right, you don't want that reach-in foul, especially in the backcourt.
Schoeneck almost lost it again, but able to keep control. Down low to Schooler. Hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities to go to work down low. Chieftains back out. Now a drive from Maslak on that right side. Gets it to go. Good drive and a good finish. Emerson Maslak.
No, she's stepping up to help out tonight, big time.
She's doing good. Inside, they're going to get contact on Schoeneck on the shot attempt. Kaylee Schubert. That should be her first, and it is. And 2 free throws on the way here for Schubert.
Yeah, she was in the act of shooting.
No substitutions pending for either of these teams quite yet. 15 foul for Tonganoxie as well, so it's the bonus this remaining second quarter for the Broncos. And big, so they can make them at the free throw line, continue to build on this lead.
Yeah, they've been deadly from free throw line tonight.
Perfectly timed.
Yeah, announcer's jinx right there. Sorry about that.
Chieftains were within striking distance at 1. Broncos in. They have led by as many as 11, but for the majority of this first half have just kept the Chieftains at arm's length.
Oh, that was forced.
Schooler knocking it loose. No one there to, he's able to collect.
Schoeneck tried to do too much that time.
Metter again, people hitting the deck left and right. Open rebound and a second chance here for Spring Hill. Back away. That one doesn't go for Bond.
Boy, Bond had a nice move there, though. Ooh.
She is pretty fun to watch out there. She is super smooth. Under a minute to go until halftime. Chieftains down by 9. Schoeneck, big 3, leaves it short. Might have been deflected from Metter.
Yeah, that's what she's saying, but I'm not going to get that call. Roden's been effective down low when she's been in there, too.
Yes. Well, she's got 6.
Yes, she has.
So far tonight.
All from layups on the right side.
Herman is the leading scorer in this game. Here's Bond with space. Back away again. This time short. Hendrickson with the rebound for Tonganoxie.
Well, she's got a nice-looking little fadeaway there, though.
Shot clock is off, and Schoeneck right on cue will slow things down, brings it across the half-court line.
Yeah, I think if I'm the Chieftains here, I'd want to hold this for the last shot.
A 3-ball here could spark some huge momentum for the Chieftains. Maslak has knocked down a couple. She's not in there. They go down low to Schooler. Tried to go up strong. Hendrickson on the rebound. Here's Shawnick. Double team Hendrickson. Got to get a shot up. Shawnick, good if it goes. Leaves it strong. And that is how the first half comes to an end here inside of Chieftain Arena. Your score, Broncos 28, Tonganoxie 19. Again, another deficit going into the locker room for Tonganoxie. They have been able to overcome all three of those so far this season. Let's see if they can do it again here tonight on Tonganoxie Sports Live. White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show is coming up next.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Tonganoxie is the ideal location to start a business. That's why the Tonganoxie Business Association has strived towards a common goal of adding value to businesses and the community since 2015. They assist in providing improved services for customers and visitors, encouraging and enhancing businesses, and preserving historical and cultural assets. Follow them on Instagram for the latest and upcoming event information and become a member today by visiting their website, TonganoxieBusinessAssociation.com. Proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West campus or go to tongirec.org.
Family owned and operated Wizard of Paws is a fifth-generation business located in the heart of downtown Tonganoxie. The professionally trained staff takes pride in making every dog and cat look its best, whether it be a breed-specific trim or an adorable cute pet trim. Plus, their facility offers amenities and space that are doggone amazing. Call Wizard of Paws to make your appointment at 913-416-0255 or visit them at 406 East 4th Street in Tonganoxie. Learn more at wizardofpawstongi.com.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with the Jay Hatfield Auto Group. We've been serving the Four States area for over 29 years, and we now have 6 locations which offer Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, and Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Each of our locations is operated by a Jay Hatfield family member or managing partner. At Jay Hatfield, we're here to earn your business and trust. We have approximately 300 pre-owned and 300 new vehicles in stock or on their way, and we're making deals. Come see us at Jay Hatfield location today and let us make you part of the Jay Hatfield family.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Welcome back in. Chieftain basketball on Tonganoxie Sports Live and the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show. White Birch Properties and their team are ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or give them a call at 913-417-1007 to chat with their team and to learn more. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan here. Boys team out on the court right now, getting some warm-up shots in. We will have game 2 of our doubleheader between these two squads coming up roughly about 15 minutes after the conclusion of the girls varsity game. Score is Broncos 28, Chieftains 19 here at halftime, and we'll go through, I'll give the scoring totals real quick for both teams before we kind of get into our thoughts and analysis here. We got Alyssa Shawnick on the Chieftain side first with 6 points, followed by Keelan Weehee with a bucket. Emerson Maslak, the leading scorer, with 11, and that is all the scoring total here tonight for Tonganoxie. We saw Maslak, she kind of got hot there a little bit late. She had back-to-back bank in three balls, and that was at a pretty key point because that was where the Broncos were pushing that double-digit lead, and it was really threatening to kind of get on a run and take this game out of him. But those were huge buckets for Emerson Maslak, using the bank to her advantage, going 4 of 7 from the field, including 3 of 5 from downtown. As for Spring Hill, Isla Herman, the leading scorer in the game with 16 points on the night. Schupert's got 1, Metter has 3, Bond has 2. It's crazy that Addie Bond, she's had a lot of good looks at it tonight, and we've talked about her movement and mechanics out there are so great. Only has a bucket. I imagine she's going to add on to that in the second half. And Roden with 6 points on the night. So those are your scoring totals tonight that we get to 28-19. I'll give you one more number here. The number of turnovers tonight, 6 for Spring Hill, 9 for Tonganoxie thus far. So this is about the second time we've been here at halftime, third time I should say, we have been here at halftime as we break this down for the Chieftains, where we've looked at that turnover digit. It has been a little bit too close to double figures of what you want to see in just one half of basketball. And there was a good point when you're looking up at the scoreboard right now. You're down by 9 points, and this is still a game that, if you're a little bit more cleaner, if you're able to knock down some better shots, there were a couple of what we like to call bunnies here that were open looks underneath that they go down 9 out of 10 times for the Chieftains. There's just some tough breaks in there. You knock some of those down, you clean up on the turnovers, limiting the points off turnovers for the Broncos that they've been so successful at cashing in for tonight. We're looking at a really much closer game right now.
Oh, yeah, no question. But like you said, partner, I think the real key is Spring Hill's ability to turn those turnovers into points. And the Chieftains just haven't been able to do that so far.
Yeah, just don't have that exact total of what the points off turnovers would be. Spring Hill shooting 60% from the line. Chieftains did not make a trip to the free throw line in that first half. 9 total rebounds for Spring Hill, 13 for Tonganoxie. So this is a game that if you're Tongi right now, I think you're pulling your hair out a little bit because, like we've mentioned, there's a lot of things that they can clean up on. Now, let's give them credit. This is a 3-0 team we're talking about here, and they found themselves at least in every game except for one. Last week here against Bonner Springs, I believe they took the lead into the locker room with them at halftime. I previously mentioned that all 3 games they were trailing at halftime, but 2 of the 3 they were trailing at halftime. But they were able to come out in the second half, make the adjustments, outscore their opponents, and come out with the victory. And I think if you're sitting here tonight, again, it's what you've been doing. It's been going good. You just got to knock down some of those better shots, and you definitely have to you just got to take better care of the basketball. And I think for that, I think you're going to be good.
Yeah, I think you're right there, partner. The big thing is they've got to get off to a quick start here in the second half. They can't come out here and start turning the ball over to a good Spring Hill team. They'll just get too far behind if they do that.
And as for Spring Hill, I mean, again, you're sitting here, you've scored 28 in the first half. Both teams are about on pace for what their averages are on the year. Both of them are just a little over 40 points per game this point. First game in week 3 of the season. But if you're Spring Hill, you've been doing all of this and playing a really good game without your leader out there. First team all-league last year as a junior, Sydney Busher, again, not out there. It appears that right knee, she's got a brace on it. She's suited up but has not made an appearance yet here tonight. We'll see if that changes in the second half. Broncos working with a 9-point lead. Chieftains looking to make a comeback for their 4th straight win. We'll see what happens here on the other side. You've been watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
The same look and location of a classic drugstore with the services and supplies of a modern pharmacy. That's what you'll find at the Downtown Drug Store in Tonganoxie. Of course, Downtown Drug is the local choice for your prescriptions and health needs, but did you know they have the best selection of Tonganoxie Pride and Chieftain game day gear in town? And a whole lot more. Cards, gifts, home decor, and even the best way to satisfy that sweet tooth. The Downtown Drug Store. Call 913-369-3800 or visit them online at thedowntowndrugstore.com.
Getting ready for the start of the second half here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. It's presented by the local public library. Why pay for downloadable audio books when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. Chieftains working on another potential comeback for a win. They're down by 9. And it's very key and very important that they start out on the right foot in the second half.
Yeah, no question.
In the hands of Maslak, leading scorer for Tongi with 11. Right by Schooler, a little bit too far on the side of the backboard.
Yeah, she kind of forced that a little bit.
And now Spring Hill able to go back to work. Moving the ball around here to the near corner, continuing to pass it around.
Yeah, both teams staying in a man-to-man defense.
And back up to the top that was Metter. Now down low, good move inside, just can't bank it in. Shot clock was winding down 7 seconds. And they will get the foul on Harris, number 21 for her first of the game. A little bit too aggressive trying to fight for that board underneath. Schooler was the one there for the Chieftains.
But again, the Broncos had it deep in the paint for those high percentage shots.
Good feed again. Shonick through contact. Schooler again having a hard time trying to finish those underneath. Contested defender in the area, but I think even if you ask her, she's going to tell you, I need to finish those.
Oh, yeah. It was a good find by Shonick, but just couldn't get it finished.
And that last foul called on Maslak. Both teams with one foul to start this third quarter. Still looking for our first bucket. Shonick able to poke it away, sliding in on the knees, looking to get the takeaway
nice job
as she
Shonick,
finds it to Schooler. Good defense again for Alyssa. Like we've talked about, points off turnovers. Broncos have been very efficient in that. Can the Chieftains chip into that here in the second half? Shonick with space, pull-up jumper, a little bit off the line. Don't see her miss those all too often.
That much.
Yeah, definitely by his.
Looked like she maybe was in between, going to use the backboard and going straight in.
Yeah, by then just kind of stuck in no man's land. You just got to get a shot up there. It will be Chieftain basketball. I think they said it was last off of, I believe that was Harris in the area. Lobbing into Schooler, trying to get around Roden, puts up a shot. Whistle, I think it's going to keep it on the floor. As they will get Roden with the foul. Another inbounds play here for the Chieftains. Shonick finding it into Maslak. Trying to get around the defender, swoops it out. Shonick, three ball is good.
Lady Chieftains needed that.
A big bucket there. 20 of the 22 points tonight belonging to Shonick and Emerson Maslak. Here's Shonick again through two defenders. Nice finish off the glass.
Yeah, she split two defenders there. Nicely done.
Good start for the Chieftains. Now only down by 4, and it goes back up to 6 just before I can even finish my sentence. And, of course, Isla Herman on the nice drive and finish.
Boy, that was really nice by Isla Herman there.
Shonick takes the Weehee screen, frees up, little short on the floater. Tried to kiss it in off the glass. Roden with the rebound underneath. And now Halsey able to come away with that basketball for the Chieftains as it got away from Better.
See if the Chieftains can cash in here.
Still down by 6. Schooler driving in, almost had it poked away. Shonick, another three ball in the way. Buckets! Alyssa Shonik, 2 3 balls in this third quarter, has the Chieftains back within one possession, 30-27.
Well, this is the script you wanted if you're a Chieftains fan.
Drive in.
Oh, wow.
Just right on cue. Addie Bond on the drive as she finishes that one off. Yeah, right when the Chieftains start to get a little momentum build up, Broncos able to answer with the counter punch. Fun, exciting third quarter thus far, approaching the halfway mark. Shonik, another one. Little strong. Weehee with the rebound.
Nice rebound.
Now another 3 ball. That one doesn't go for Hulsa.
Another good steal there by Shonik. Or no, that was. Who got that? Oh, that was Farrah Hulsa.
Mazlak 3 ball, a little short. That's the thing you don't want to do if you're the Chieftains here is live and die by the 3 ball.
Yeah, you can't do that. They really need to try and get the ball into the paint for some higher percentage shots.
Metter, Bond, 3 ball. Doesn't go, but a rebound here for the Broncos. Second chance courtesy of Harris. Roden just beyond the right elbow, knocks it down.
Nice stroke there by Rodden.
Kaylee Rodden, had it. You know, a couple of defenders in the area. She kind of took a jab step and said, all right.
You're not going to cover me?
I'll knock it down. That's exactly what she did, and the Bronco lead back up to 7.
And now the Broncos switch to looked like a 2-3 zone.
There's one off the sneaker top of Shonik, able to collect. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Haven't seen the shot clock really be a factor yet here tonight.
Yeah, we talked about it in the past, partner. The way to beat a zone is if you can't shoot them out of it, you got to drive like that.
Tried to dish it off last second to Schooler, and it's taken away by Herman.
Good defense there. That's going to be on Shonik. That's her second, I think.
That was on Shonik, her second.
Yep.
Team second.
Trying to fight that ball. Hendrickson and Herrera check in here for the Chieftains, along with Kalia Baldock. So you've got Weehee, Mazlak, and Hulsa will come out for the time being. So Metter, Rodden, Harris, along with Bond, and in the hands right now of Isla Herman. 5 out there for the Broncos. Working with a 7-point lead. Rodden, 3 ball. Rebound underneath. Schooler had it for a moment. It was knocked loose. Hendrickson able to take control. Up ahead, and again, another ball that's just forced there for the Chieftains. And Schooler with palms on the face, showing a little bit of frustration. And momentum all swinging on the side of the Chieftains in this third quarter. And the Broncos, for the meantime, have put a stop to that.
Yeah, they have.
They've taken their lead back up to 7, trying to save it. Ricocheted off her own face. Metter is there and able to collect it, put it back up. Heads up play. Harris able to save it. Metter able to put it in for 2. That was a little more unusual sequence.
Really was.
You don't see that every day.
You do not.
Lead back up to 9.
And they're still in that zone.
Shonik
drives.
mid-range. Can't get it to fall. And Herman with another rebound.
Looked like Rodden got hit in the face.
Yeah, holding like the throat area, so like she's okay. She's just going to come out here for the time being.
Yeah, I think she just needs a blow.
Chieftain defense clears out, so we've seen both teams apply a little bit of that token pressure in the first half. Haven't seen them much here in the second. 36-27 ball game. Broncos working with the lead, approaching a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. 3 ball on the way. Bond lined up good, a little bit strong. And Schooler fighting for the board, but Metter able to come away with it for Spring Hill. That is pretty impressive considering Schooler out there lost to the tallest player for either team at 6'1", and she had it. We know she's had problems with, early this year when she gets those rebounds and bringing them down low.
Right.
But that one, I thought she did a good job of keeping it right up at about eye level. But Metter just getting in there and wrestling it away from her. Second chance here for the Broncos. Herman has had a great game, gets to Metter. Now last second, Harris right near the baseline, couldn't save it in time. A turnover for the Broncos and Isabel Harris.
Just run out of real estate.
Sprague back in for Spring Hill. Again, Sydney Busher has not been in this game. If you're tuning in, watching our simulcast over at Spring Hill Sports Live, yet the Broncos have still been able to take control of this game for the majority, have led the entire way. Chieftains had it within a 1-point game in the first quarter, and then trailed by 9 going into halftime, had it down to 3 here in the third quarter, but haven't been able to get over that hump. Schooler goes back up with it and is fouled. First foul of the game on Isla Herman. There's our first pair of free throws tonight for the Chieftains, and they'll come via Addie Schooler. The 6'1 sophomore has that high rainbow arc to her shots, coming up just a little bit short that time around. As got Hendrickson checking out Emerson Maslak back into the game. She will join Herrera, Schooler, Baldock, and Shonick. 5 out there for Tonganoxie. Second free throw on the way, little offline too.
Spring Hill has been able to hit their free throw shots. That's also another difference in this game. Did they get that on?
So that was Shonick that was coming with the rebound, and the foul or the push in the back will be given to Aubrey Meter. And trying to fight for that ball as it was coming off the board. 14 fouls for Spring Hill, 3 for Tonganoxie. About a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Shonick, another nice dish, a little bit late, but defense is right there again. Schubert drawing the jump ball, and that will take that possession away for the Chieftains, and they will have a chance for the final shot. Herman, 3 Chieftains around her, kicks out to Schubert. Driving around that right side. Schooler able to get a hand on it, knock it loose. Trying to get it to a teammate, still loose on the ground. Chieftains at the possession arrow, but Shonick's going to take it in. Now she has Maslak, waves her out, kicks it out to her. She drives, 3 Broncos in the area, still able to get it to go. Good drive and finish. Emerson Maslak, another assist to Shonick through 3 defenders on the nice finish there from Emerson Maslak. So now a 7-point game as we go to the 4th and final quarter. Still anybody's ball game. Chieftains still some work to do. 4th quarter action coming up next here on Tongi Sports Live.
Does your roof have possible storm damage? Looking to get solar panels? Or is it just simply time to get it inspected? That's where Balmer Roofing and Solar come into play. Balmer Roofing has a combined 40 years of experience with JAF Master Elite and Emerald Pro contractors. The Balmer family and their team are ready to give your house a brand new roof or solar panels at an affordable cost with a 50-year warranty. Life has mishaps and they want nothing but your customer satisfaction. Let them prove why so many of your neighbors choose Balmer for their roofing projects. To schedule a free inspection, call 913-845-5252 or visit them online at balmerroofing.com.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
Fourth and final quarter here, game 1 of our doubleheader between Tonganoxie and Spring Hill. It's a 7-point lead for the Broncos, 36-29. Looking to give the Chieftains their first loss of the year, currently 3-0. That would move the Broncos with the win to 3-1. Both these teams would sit at 3-1, and most importantly for the Broncos, they would have the head-to-head.
Yeah, no question. That could be huge too come tournament time.
And what is looking like going to be a pretty competitive year for the Frontier League. And there's Addie Bond, had a hand in the face there from Shonik, but a 3-ball going down nonetheless.
Yeah, nice shot there by Addie Bond.
Broncos again with a double-digit lead again, right before I could even finish my sentence. Alyssa Shonik able to get the lay-in on the other end. Again, this is about where the Chieftains have been for the majority of this game. A couple times they've had it to a one possession, but really Spring Hill has kept them in between about that 6 to 11 point margin of really, you're still kind of within striking distance, but not close enough to really feel like this is still a, like you're one bucket away or anything like that.
No, Spring Hill's been able to keep them at arm's length, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with the way the Broncos have played tonight. This was a team, a year ago that was off to a bit of a fairly rough start. Nobody really knew what to expect out of them outside of Sydney Busher. Everyone knew what she was going to do last year as a junior. Ended up getting first-team All-League honors as well. And I was reading many of the kind of high school publications here in the state of Kansas. A lot of eyeballs on her coming into her senior year, as the travel is going to be called at this end on Weehee. But that's a team, they made it all the way, able to qualify for sub-state last year. They lost in the semifinal matchup against Blue Valley Southwest. Now they're back here looking to take the Frontier League for the 3rd year in a row. And a 3-1 start, if they can hold on to this lead, would be a great start towards that goal. Now the officials are going to get together here and talk about it. And they're going to call an offensive foul.
They're going to say that she hooked her, used her off arm to hook and go around.
So they gave it to Rodden.
Rodden's been really good tonight for Spring Hill.
Yes. Stepping up big. A lot of Broncos have tonight. Isla Herman being the other. Stepping up big tonight in the presence without their leader in Sydney Busher.
Yeah, Shonik had that one blocked.
Long range 2 on the way for Metter. Rattles in and out. Schooler, rebound underneath. A couple of Broncos in the area, but she's able to get it to Shonik. Up the floor we go for Tonganoxie. Trying to cut into this 8-point lead for Spring Hill. Drive, contact. Weehee's able to collect. Maslak trying to save it near the baseline, but it looks like her foot was on there.
Yep.
Spring Hill basketball. A surprise on the drive from Maslak. There was some pretty decent contact. I think our eyes are just kind of more trained now. When you see something like that, it's kind of like when you see a hard-hitting football, you just assume a flag is coming. When you see it in basketball, you just kind of assume a whistle is going to come in. But not that time.
Letting them play.
And I'm one of the guys, I'm for that.
I am too. Let's let the kids decide it on the floor.
Under 10 on the shot clock. In the hands of Rodden. She put up 1 3-ball earlier, passes it off, deflected by Schooler. Stays here with the Broncos with.
They're going to have to catch and shoot. There's only 1 second on the shot clock.
Just 1 second, so. Again, officials talking again. Just confirming 1 second on the shot clock. Metter's going to inbound it. Lobs it in, and she's fouled. And that's just a mistake there on Emerson Maslak.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
They got it into Harris, and with 1 second on the shot clock, you just have to let him catch and shoot it. Excuse me, it was Isla Herman. They were able to get the ball into her hands.
Are they going to call it on the floor?
Appears that way. Everybody on the floor thought free throws were coming. But now catch and shoot in the lane. That one falls off the rim for Herman. And Schooler collecting with the board for Tonganoxie. Shonik, another 3-ball. Does not go. And a rebound underneath, tipped around. And coming away with it is Bond.
Spring Hill's been doing a nice job of blocking Schooler out.
Nice behind the back move there for Bond. Does not fall, but it'll stay here with the Broncos. Last touch, you had Herrera in the area. And again, I think maybe everybody thought that was going to be Tonganoxie basketball, so I don't know. Taylor coming away with it no matter what. She gets the takeaway here for Tongi. Under 5 to go in the game. Chieftains trying to take advantage of these possessions down the stretch, only down by 8.
Yeah, I want to finish my thought here. Spring Hill has done a really good job of blocking out and only allowing the Chieftains one possession. Who shot that?
That was Shonik.
Shonik.
On the bank in.
He's got to be getting close to 20.
Just a bucket shy at 18. And now this one thrown away for the Broncos. Couple of players in the area, and a quick 30-second timeout will be called. Coach Paige Hussa.
Still got a game here. It's just a 2-possession game.
We'll see here. 30-second timeout going to be taken here. Tonganoxie basketball tonight presented by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Whether you want to take classes in high school or after graduation, KCCC is in your backyard. Check out how college can help you today at kckcc.edu. Kansas City, Kansas Community College, the official higher education partners of Tonganoxie Sports Live. Still anybody's ball game here coming down the stretch, 39-33. And you had mentioned it, that Tongi, they've done a better job of limiting the second chance points for the Broncos. Now they got to turn over here, get the ball back. Again, you get a big bucket here at this end, you could potentially make it a one-possession game again. And who knows how far that momentum might take them. That might give them enough to push them over, maybe make another comeback for their 4th straight win. That'd be the 3rd time this season. If Tongi's able to do it, still some work to do. But if they're able to erase this deficit, come from behind and win, it'll be the 3rd time already this season in 4 games where they have trailed at halftime and come away with the win. And this is the largest halftime deficit they have faced this year. They went in trailing by 9. Now only down by 6. Hendrickson. Oh my goodness!
Big bucket there.
Chloe Hendrickson able to knock it down. It was good as soon as it left her hands. Beautiful shot. And again, the Chieftains back within 1 possession. Broncos have done a great job. When Tongi's gotten this close, they've been able to answer with a bucket. Can they do it here? Bond with the handoff. Harris shuffled her feet, walked with it. Trying to shake off Alyssa Shonik and just slid enough. And the energy in this gym and Chieftain Arena, it's starting to pick up a little bit here.
They've got a good game going.
A 3 to tie. Schooler had it taken away. Hendrickson trying to feed it down to her, but Harris able to rip it away for the Broncos.
Yeah, it's kind of a lazy pass there. Well read by the Broncos.
Metter to Rowden. Backing down on Weehee, another kick out. Herman's had the hot hand tonight, but it's now back in the hands of Bond. 10 seconds on the shot clock, now under 10. Herman, straightaway 3, good look, can't finish, long board. Chieftains wisely let it bounce right in front of that Spring Hill bench. It'll be Chieftain basketball. As Jayla Herrera back in, Chloe Hendrickson back out. How about the minutes tonight for Chloe Hendrickson?
Yeah, she's done well.
Broncos still in that zone. Shonik penetrates, right hand, count the bucket! A chance to tie the game at the free throw line.
Good by Shonik. That was on Hall for 3rd. Shonik line C1.
Rodden picks up the foul. Alyssa Shonik at the free throw line. She has tied this game at 39.
I think that's her 21st point.
That's exactly it. Another game with 20 plus. Her 3rd time this year she's met that mark. She came up with 16 this past Friday. And the Chieftains have erased.
Oh, nice pass.
Little short, tipped, still loose near the baseline. Last off of Hulsa. Trying to take that one away from Bond. Tongi down by as many as 11 points.
It was good hustle by Hulsa there because that would have been a.
And I'll tell you what, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you see it on your screen there. Sydney Busher is now up and off the bench. You see her kind of warming up.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
So I see that this could potentially be kind of close, calling in the closer potentially for Spring Hill. Another stop here for the Chieftains. Schooler with the board. a chance to take their first lead here, but it's poked away from behind. That's Herman that knocked it loose of Maslak. Now back the other way. Broncos with numbers, and fouled on the attempt is Metter. She's fouled by Schooler.
Man, I tell you what, that took guts. She knew she was going to have contact, and she took it strong to the rim and finished. Meters had a good game.
She's able to finish the three-point play. Broncos back in front by 3.
2 minutes to go.
8 points now tonight for Metter. Drive, Schoenig, good finish, little floater. Gets it to go in, back and forth. Here we go.
Man, we've had a good game here.
Under 2, and Schoenig's going to pick up a foul there. She can't believe it. It's going to be her third.
And here comes Sydney Busher.
For the first time in this game, Sydney Busher is making her way into the ball game. And has been dealing with a knee injury, it appears, that she suffered at the Emporia tournament. She's got a brace on that right knee. She's open, a little bit overthrown, but it's in her hands right now.
See, that maybe limited her leaping ability a little bit.
Broncos lead by 1. Busher driving in on Schooler and draws the foul, and right to the free throw line she will go.
But you know, you gotta say that's a good foul by Schooler there. You got to make her earn those. And if you're going to foul her, don't let her foul her hard enough. She's not going to make it.
So the senior southpaw now to the free throw line, and she gets the first one to dance in. How tough is it, you know,
coming off
the bench, coming in cold. She got about a couple minutes to kind of warm up behind the bench. We saw it on our screens, but man, this is still not an easy task. But if there's anybody that can do it for the Broncos, it is Sydney Busher. Back to a 3-point lead for the Broncos. 2 points off the bench for number 22. Under a minute and a half to go in this game. And Tonganoxie, it looks like Coach Kuntz is going to call a timeout here. Again, no Coach Austin Eckert tonight for Tonganoxie. Coach, we hope everything is well. We look forward to seeing you again after the holiday break. His team still in this game, only down by 3 points, 44-41. I'll tell you, this has been a terrific game here tonight. It has been so fun. Glad everyone's been able to watch here on Tonganoxie and on Spring Hill Sports Live. Basketball tonight presented by Crookham Construction, performing a wide variety of concrete construction and special project services throughout the area. They're hardworking people with small town family values. Find more information at crookhamconstruction.com. So we got 29 seconds on the shot clock, a minute 25 seconds to go in this fourth quarter, down by 3. This has been kind of the story for the Chieftains. A little bit slow, sluggish out of the gates in the first half, finishing strong here in the second half. They've erased a 9-point halftime deficit. Their largest deficit they've had tonight is 11. And they've just continued to battle. And now on the doorstep again, they had tied it. And now back down by 3. Maslak trying to go to Schooler. Rodden is there, able to take it away. Here come the Broncos. Herman, right side, count the bucket.
Herman has been a force tonight.
And that very well, potentially, still plenty of time, but potentially, and with that being the 15th foul on Tonganoxie, Spring Hill will be in the bonus the rest of this game. 4th foul of the game on Emerson Maslak. And another 3-point play capped off at the line. This time for Isla Herman. She has shown up tonight. 21 points for her. Schoenig, hot off the glass, gets it to go.
Man, she's something else.
So Tonganoxie and Alyssa Schoenig not going to go away so quietly. Now it's to the point of when do you start to foul?
Oh.
Again, going to be 2 free throws for every foul. That's Busher on the inside finish.
They just don't really have an answer for her down low.
Her first field goal tonight. She's got 4 points. Step back 3. Schoenig off. And loose ball on the floor. Busher able to come away with it. Hands it off to Bond. And with the lead currently at 6, trying to get it across the half-court line. And that is the 5th and final foul there from Mazak that she will foul out, and it looks like time is just going to be a little bit too short right now for the Chieftains.
Well, we've been treated to a good one here, partner.
Oh, haven't we? This has been spectacular. So free throws on the way here, Isla Herman. That's her 22nd point tonight. And again, mind you, if you're just now joining us, the Broncos have played almost the entirety of this game without Sydney Busher. They brought her in late when the Chieftains were within striking distance and tied this game. She's provided 4 points off the bench, and she gets the rebound here. A shot attempt a little short for Alyssa Schoenig. And now under 10 seconds, Spring Hill, they're going to be content just to dribble this one out. And calling off the Dogs or Tonganoxie. Chieftains score their season average, 43 points, but not enough to take down the Broncos. Both these teams moved to 3-1 on the year. Tongi takes her first loss. Final score 50-43. Spring Hill victorious. What a ball game, though.
Oh, no question about it.
In a game where Tongi trailed by double figures a couple of times, down by 9 at halftime, and then coming out in this second half, played their butts off all the way into the end. Did not give up. We will step aside here for a moment. We will announce our Midwest Carpet Center player of the game and wrap up game 1 before we move on to game 2 of our doubleheader between the Chieftains and the Broncos here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Stay with us.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com. First State Bank & Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again? Why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank & Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank & Trust, go to firststateks.com. For more than 15 years, Lynch Real Estate has been a leader in the KC Metro.
Hi, I'm Dan Lynch with Lynch Real Estate, inviting you to come let us prove to you why Lynch Real Estate is a name you can always trust.
Dan and his team have built a reputation for unparalleled customer service and satisfaction by building lasting relationships. Learn more about Lynch Real Estate at lynchresidential.com or give them a call at 913-369-3000.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or a high-end seller, I'm here to make it happen.
The Tonganoxie Recreation Commission is committed to creating community through parks, people, and programs. And now, with their all-new activity center, the Tonganoxie Rec Commission can do even more. Tongi Rec understands the benefits reaped through recreation are endless. Tongi Rec has a long list of classes, activities, and programs for the young and young at heart. For program pricing and schedules, call 913-845-3502. Visit them at the all-new activity center at the Tonganoxie High West Campus or go to tongirec.org.
All right, welcome back in Tonganoxie Sports Live game. We appreciate everyone that's been joining us tonight, whether you're here on Tonganoxie Sports Live or over on Spring Hill Sports Live. But a classic in our first game. Final score, Broncos get the win 50-43 over the Chieftains. Tonganoxie suffering their first loss of the year. They are 3-1. Spring Hill, their third win. They are now 3-1 after going 2-1 last week at the Emporia Spartans tournament. So both teams tied at 3-1, but the Broncos, again, in these matchups like this, they get the head-to-head matchup and what could be a really tight contest to the end for a league title and seeding and all sorts of stuff. You got the Broncos, they are classified at 5A, Chieftains are 4A, so might not be as big of a difference as that. But as far as like for a league title goes, this is a huge win tonight for Spring Hill, and they did it for the majority of the game outside the final 2 minutes without their senior leader in Sydney Busher.
Yeah, but I tell you what, I think it's time for the players of the game.
Yes, our players of the game tonight is brought to you by Midwest Carpet Center. They have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great pricing. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie.
Yeah, partner, since we're simulcasting, I'm going to pick a player of the game for each side.
Okay.
For the Tonganoxie Chieftains, I think you have to go with Alyssa Shonick.
You want her numbers real quick before we go? So Alyssa Shonick leading the way again for the Chieftains, 25 points on the night, 11 of 26 from the field. That's 42%. 2 of 8 from downtown, including her one make at the free throw line. 6 rebounds, so not just a little closer to a potential double-double. Also had 5 steals on the night. What a game it was for Alyssa Shonick. But this is what she's been doing all year. She's been off to a great start to her junior campaign.
And for the Broncos, Isla Herman, wow, what a game she had.
22 points, so just 3 shy of being the leading scorer for both teams. But Isla Herman, 22 points on the night, making 9 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 total rebounds for her. So again, it was a great game, and I felt like, especially in that second half, it was counterpunch after counterpunch after counterpunch. It was just a terrific game. And congratulations to Alyssa Shonick and Isla Herman to be announced our Midwest Carpet Center players of the game in Game 1 of our doubleheader between Spring Hill and Tonganoxie. As we come back into the Brothers Market post-game show, you can check out the weekly ads and specials in-store or online at shopbrothersmarket.com. Let's focus here on the Chieftains, and then we'll get ready to reset, get ready for this boys game. But, for Tonganoxie, you pick up your first loss of the year. Of course, it's really hard for anybody to go undefeated in the year. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. And this is a really tough Frontier League, like we mentioned. Spring Hills has won it in back-to-back years. You're going to be facing Eudora coming up on Thursday before the holiday break. They're currently listed as a top 10 team in many media polls for 4A girls. You still have Baldwin. You still have Ottawa, who Ottawa's a potential state champion favorite so far. But I'll tell you what, Spring Hill is right up there with all those teams. They've shown to be the cream of the crop, looked the part here tonight, even without Sydney Busher. That's what is even kind of most terrifying, I think. But Tonganoxie, despite the first half, again, having that slow start, struggling with turnovers, they turned it on in that second half, and they went toe-to-toe with the back-to-back defending league champions. And I am very encouraged. If I'm Coach Eckert, if I'm the rest of the coaching staff, and if I'm those players out there, the sting of the loss, it hurts in the moment right now, but I still think this Tonganoxie Lady Chieftains team, it's been no secret. They have struggled for the past few years here on the Tonganoxie Sports Live era. But this is a team, I think they could really do something special this year. They don't have to go out, I'm not saying they're going to go out and win a state championship or anything like that, but this is a team that if they're in the past, how many teams you may have just expected to come in and say, we're going to win 20, 30, 40 points tonight. Yeah. That's no longer the case.
You're right, partner, and I think part of that reason is, we've seen Alyssa Shonick and several of these Lady Chieftains that actually logged a lot of varsity time as freshmen, and I think that's starting to show up this year. And I think so we had, I think there was 3, right? We had Shonick, we had
Shonick, you had Maslak finishing with 13 points on the night. And, that was really it. That was the majority of the scoring there. You're talking 37 of the 43 points tonight between Shonick and Maslak. So that's still that thing we talked about in the pregame show where who was going to be that second person outside of Alyssa Shonick. It was Emerson Maslak tonight. She stepped up. And now it's about, I think for me, if you get Maslak, you get going. Shonick has been going from the start. I think now if you can get an Addie Schooler going down low, get her confidence up a little bit, I think you can tell she's kind of getting in her own head. I think she's overthinking a little bit at times. And she's only a sophomore out there. She started about halfway through the freshman year last year. She's been a starter all throughout this year. I think as the season goes on, she's going to have her ups and downs. She's going to have her learning moments. Right. This is a great coaching staff they have here at Tonga. I think they're going to assure her, tell her, keep her spirits up, give her coachable points and turnarounds, and I think she's going to get her confidence at one point. And then when those 3, when they really start clicking, I think this could be a really dangerous Tonganoxie team that could really go toe-to-toe with just about anybody.
Yeah, I think, if somebody could help Addie with her footwork in the paint, I think she could become a real force.
Yeah, I think so as well. Again, still very young in this game. We're talking as far as varsity start, she is just maybe a little over 10 in her time here at Tonganoxie, maybe around a dozen or so. So still off to a great start. Chieftains fall to 3-1 on the year, but still an encouraging performance. We'll have another good test back on the road this Thursday, and our simulcast we'll be doing with Eudora Sports Live. As for the Lady Broncos, they will be back in action. Let's see, they'll be back in action this Friday on the road at Baldwin. So another good contest for the Broncos. We hope Sydney Busher, we hope she continues to heal. If she was good enough to come in late into this game tonight, that tells me that if they really needed her out there, she would have been good. So I think that knee thing is just kind of more of a precautionary thing right now. But again, wish her and wish the Broncos the best of luck down the stretch. These two teams will meet later on this season at Spring Hill High School, I do believe. So we'll see how the rematch happens back in January.
Yeah, but you got to figure that 70% of Sydney Busher's better than most of the players in the league.
That's true. That is very, very true. In the state, I would even go as far to say she's just about as dominant as you can be of a player. I mean, we saw her when we did the volleyball game this past fall, how dominant she was there. She can do the same on the basketball court. It's just about anything else she does. She is a tremendous athlete. Again, final score tonight, game one of our doubleheader, Spring Hill 50, Tonganoxie 43. We are about 5.5 minutes away from the start of the boys game. We will step aside here for a moment, and we'll be back, get you set for game two of our doubleheader next year on Tongi Sports Live.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to SNS Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. SNS has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
For a winning team, contact White Birch Properties, the real estate MVPs.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
This is your home for the Chieftains. Tonganoxie Sports Live. Tonganoxie Sports Live is presented by Kansas Insurance, locally owned and operated. Kansas Insurance agents have years of industry experience. Learn more at kansasins.com.
Schmidt now trying to go in on Brock Vose. McRae gets by Schultz, puts a floater
There you go.
off the glass and count the bucket.
Takeaway, Shonik deflecting the pass from Lane. She's on her. And count the bucket. What a big momentum swing.
That's job keeping the hip back, get behind him now. Can he lift him up and bring him down? Executed perfectly for Brady Martin. Trying to make it too risky, but he does turn it. Tyler Chris, can he get the pinfall? He did! He does it! The young freshman is the 106 regional champion.
It's time for the Chieftains on your home for Tonganoxie High School athletics. Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Well, partner, I'll tell you, if game 2 of our doubleheader tonight, if it lives up to even half to how great game 1 was, we are in for a treat here tonight. But Chieftains and Broncos ready to go at it once again here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Boys Varsity tonight presented by Kansas Insurance. They believe in taking time to issue personal care and attention to each individual client. To see how Kansas Insurance can help you protect what matters most, call 913-369-6600 as we will go back into the S&S Body pregame show. Get your ride back in the game. Learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193. Still Dylan Funk. He is still Dennis Drennan, ready for game 2 between Tonganoxie and Spring Hill. And this is the Chieftain team this past Friday, picking up win number 1 of the year and win number 1 under new head coach Casey Simmons on the road last Friday at Jefferson County North High School, 65-55. It wasn't the prettiest of starts again for them. They got down. It was a quick 9-2 run, I believe, for the Chargers to start that game. And then all of a sudden, Tongi, they went on like an 18-4 run after a quick timeout. They didn't look back for the rest of that game. It was Jason Byrne finishing with 14 points. Noah Carlton, season high for him so far. I would go as far as say a career high, 17 points. And Nolan McGuire, 15 points for him. Remember, 5 of 8 from downtown he shot in that game. We'll give you some more notes on that game. We will also have the Forever Fencing starting lineups and Lynch Real Estate tip-offs coming up in just a few moments here. But first, we will step aside for the performance of our national anthem led by the pep band here at Tonganoxie High School, led by Charles Van Middlesworth.
Tonight's game for performance for our Chieftain Stars dance team. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and help us honor America and those who serve it as the THS band plays our national anthem. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For Spring Hill, number 2, a 6'3" sophomore, Jackson Bruce. For Tonganoxie, number 2, a 5'10" senior, Jason Byrne. For Spring Hill, number 3, a 6'2" junior, Jordan Miller. For Tonganoxie, number 4, a 6'2" senior, Talon Langford. For Spring Hill, number 21, a 6'3" senior, Martin Freegon. For Tonganoxie, number 13, a 6' senior, Noah Carlton. For Spring Hill, number 22, a 6'2" junior, Peyton McAvoy. For Tonganoxie, number 24, a 6'2" senior, Owen Schmidt. For Spring Hill, number 23, a 6'2" senior, Evan Brown. And for Tonganoxie, number 30, a 6'2" senior, Anthony Rowe. Coaches for tonight's game, Spring Hill, Roger Chard. For Tonganoxie, Casey Simmons. Officials for this evening's game are Matthew Calloway, Chuck Loganfeld, and Freddie Strauder.
we go. Starting five for both the Chieftains and the Broncos tonight. Again, those were our starting lineups brought to you by Forever Fencing here in Tonganoxie, your locally owned and top-rated fencing company in Midwest. Go online for your free estimate today at www.foreverfencingkc.com. Started the first half, or started game two, I should say, in this doubleheader tonight presented by Lynch Real Estate, your hometown real estate company that will help you buy your next home and make your real estate dreams come true. Lynch Real Estate, a name you can always trust. So again, as far as lineups go tonight for Tonganoxie, Lachlan McRae, kind of like Sidney Busher was, battled some injuries early in the year. They are, Lachlan is suited up tonight. Looks like he will be coming off the bench, so he's not out there starting. You got Byrne, Carlton, Langford, Rowe, and Schmidt. The 5-4 Tonganoxie, and we still have Jackson Bruce, Jordan Miller, Martin Freon, Peyton McAvoy, and Evan Brown. The 5 out there for the Broncos coming in at 2-1. Chieftains 1-2. As we start with Tongi in their first offensive possession, and a late whistle coming in here for the travel. And I don't necessarily disagree with the call, but man, that was pretty late coming in.
It was late, but he did travel. Yeah, it's good to see Lachlan back. He recovering from a high ankle sprain. You know, those are really, really painful. He's also wearing that face mask out there, too, to keep from getting another broken nose.
3 ball on the way. That one a little long, but off the board, collected. That's Jackson Bruce able to get the rebound. Jordan Miller has this one taken away, deflected in the hands of Talon Langford from one quarterback to another. But now Langford has his pass deflected. Broncos another 3 ball on the way, and this one knocking it down. Martin Freon.
Full court pressure by the Broncos here. Chieftains should have numbers.
Kick out, near corner 3. Talon not able to answer, but Carlton able to get the board.
I'd like to see them finish that in the paint.
Rowe with the right hand, good finish for Anthony Rowe inside. And now we had just a quick, it was a quick timeout on the floor called. I mean, they didn't issue it to a team. Owen Schmidt coming out. I think they're going to say he has a cut on him somewhere, so he's got to go get bandaged up. Nolan McGuire first off the bench. And I'll tell you what, well-deserved for that young man after the performance that he had this past Friday, knocking down 5 3 balls, and now another turnover here for the Chieftains.
Nice find.
A little bit far. Carlton back out to Langford, and a drive in on Miller. Looking around, back out to Carlton. Season high 17 points for him against the Chargers. One of his better games we have seen him play. Talon trying to feed it to him. He still has control. Coming in on 12 seconds left, Nolan McGuire. He can't knock down the long ball.
Good defense that time by Langford.
Back out to Miller. Crossover, gets by Byrne, kicks it out from the low post. Extra pass to the far corner.
Good ball movement by the Broncos here.
And now they'll reset up near the top. Under 20 to go on the shot clock. Big 3 on the way. That one is off. Rowe fighting for the board, and I believe they're going to say he was fouled by Jordan Miller as he picks up his first. It's a fast, crisp ball movement early in this one between these two. Pressure from the Broncos. Double team, goes it in, and able to get it across the half-court line before the violation. Rowe, catch and shoot 3, far corner, it's nothing but net. I don't think you go into a game hoping for Anthony Rowe to be your big threat from downtown, but if he can knock one down, why not? Not able to answer at the other end. It rims out for McAvoy, now up the floor. Tongi so well at this, but it's knocked away. Carlton had it taken away. Good hustle. That's McAvoy, who just missed a 3 at the offensive end, able to hustle back and at least knock it out of bounds. It'll still be Chieftain basketball.
Yeah, the quarterback Langford dropped a dime to him.
I'm tempted. You got Talon Langford out there, and we know Ryan and Jordan Miller. He was the quarterback for the Broncos.
Yeah.
2 of the best at slinging it around the field in the fall. I imagine we might see a couple more of those tonight from both of them.
I would imagine.
Chieftains working with an early 2-point lead. Double team closing in. Rowe from Langford. Nice finish and a good start to this game for Anthony Rowe. All 7 points belonging to Anthony. And now he comes up with the loose board. The ball on the ground. He gets on top of it, able to take it away. Could be in for a potential Anthony Rowe career game. Let's see. Nobody for the Chieftains has scored a bucket yet. Jason Byrne pulls the trigger, a little too strong. Rowe again underneath the rebound, but it's taken away by Miller. Underneath, contact, and they blow the whistle as Martin Freon, the Bronco with the lone point for them so far, as he is fouled hard by Talon, trying to get that shot up.
Fouls on Langford, his first.
Yeah, like we talked about, partner, if you're going to foul them and they act to shooting, don't let them make the basket.
So 2 free throws on the way. Martin Freon, I would have to imagine the son or at least relative of the athletic director Clay Freon at Spring Hill High School. He goes to the line for the first pair of free throws in tonight's contest. Just fouls in.
Gilmore and 24 Schmidt.
We'll see Jet Gilmore and Owen Schmidt come back into the game. Talon Langford, Nolan McGuire will come out for Tonganoxie. And still have not seen Lachlan McRae come off the bench yet. He's missed the last 2 games. He is suited up, and it looks like he will come off the bench tonight if he checks in at all.
Oh, no. Chieftains dodged a bullet there. Spring Hill had a full court press on there, and Chieftains almost threw it away.
Many times have we seen the full court pressure really give this Chieftain team some struggles, especially in the past. Dodging a bullet there, like you just mentioned. In the hands of Schmidt, had to leave the game to get bandaged earlier, but now back out there. Jet Gilmore moving around, a whistle, and it's going to be a foul on the Broncos. We'll have an inbounds play looming here in the time being, as they will give that Peyton McAvoy. He picks up his first. So just like the Lady Broncos, this Bronco team coming in 2-1 on the year, 2-1 at that Emporia Spartans basketball tournament last week. And this is a Spring Hill team, had a pretty good senior class a year ago. Had a lot of these guys that are out on the floor sitting behind those guys, now getting their chance out in the sun and off to a pretty good start. As last year the Broncos got off to an 0-9 start to start the year, but then they were winners of 4 of their last 5 games to finish out the year. And now off to a 2-1 start here as Lachlan McRae takes the warm-ups off. He will come in for the Chieftains at the next stoppage. Good ball movement. Miller 3-ball leaves it short. Open rebound. Owen Schmidt will collect it, avoiding the collision with his teammate Anthony Rowe. Gilmore up top. Miller trying to pick his pocket, driving to kick out to Jason Byrne, who's shown himself to be the kind of leading three-point threat so far this year. He and Nolan McGuire for Tonganoxie, as we will have another Bronco foul here. As this time we will go to Jordan Miller. So again, trying to pick a pocket, and he will get tagged with the foul. So you have Jackson Bruce coming back in, and here's Lachlan McRae. First time you and I have gotten to see Lachlan this year on Tonganoxie Sports Live. So he comes in for Jet Gilmore. And they try to go right to him, but Bruce is there to able to knock it away. A turnover for the Chieftains. Back the other way come the Broncos, and that's Bruce again on the finish. Nice sequence there for the Broncos defense, turning into offense and tying this up at 7. Nice lane for Byrne as he kicked it off last second to Carlton, but he is fouled. So fouls starting to pile up here for Spring Hill, as I believe that is team foul number 4. As Langford comes back in, Brooks Bayer picks up his first personal for Spring Hill. Lachlan rifles it into Carlton. 3 purple jerseys in the area. Finds Byrne, head of space down the baseline. Kick out to Schmidt. That 3 rattles out. Good put back for Talon. I don't think his feet even touch back down on the floor. Able to take it off the rim and put it right back up.
Yeah, nicely done by Talon there. Good positioning.
Puts the Chieftains back in front by 2. And just like that, we are tied again. Didn't that take long? Hudson Gaw again cleaning up the boards, going right back up for 2. No look pass. McRae to Schmidt, now to Byrne.
Good ball movement.
My goodness, what a sequence. Timeout called on the floor.
Nice give and go there.
Those are just one of those possessions. They're just so, it's so nice to watch as they fold out and then they end in 2 points especially. Well done there by the Chieftains. Timeout by Spring Hill as they are back down by 2. Chieftain Athletics tonight presented by our friends over at Grounded Coffee House. Established in 2022, Grounded Coffee House serves great coffee with an even greater cause. So learn how you can help make a difference at your support. Follow them on Facebook and check out their website, groundedcoffeehouse.Tonganoxie.org. And in the early goings of this one, so far still about 2 minutes and some change to play on this first quarter. But it looks like we could be in for another really great down-to-the-wire game.
Yeah, no question about it.
We were treated to a great one in game 1 of our doubleheader. Broncos getting the win 50-43.
Good offensive rebound there by the Broncos.
After that ball kind of ricocheting around, still loose. Now a third chance coming up here for Spring Hill. As the air ball chance raining out from the Tongi students section. Good defensive recovery here for the Chieftains. Round of applause from their bench. Down inside to go, one-on-one over Langford, able to finish it. Jackson Bruce again. And now a block at the other end, but right there trailing Owen Schmidt as he gets the rebound and the putback.
What was it?
Somebody yelled out, "Is that a Cheeto?"
Number 23, Brown.
Which I can't tell if that was either somebody from the student section or if it was somebody, one of the officials. I don't know.
I think that was
some foreign object. We'll put that out there. Chieftains back in front by 2. 3-ball missed. Another rebound for Owen.
Good position that time by Owen, limiting them to 1 shot per possession there.
Chance for the Chieftains to build on this lead, and the pass from McRae deflected. Now it's in the hands of Byrne, and he somehow banked that in. I don't know how, but it counts nonetheless. My goodness, what a finish. Trying to answer. Bruce coming up short. Rebound for Schmidt up the floor. Jason Byrne. That's 5 straight points for him. Seven-point lead for the Chieftains, their largest in this first quarter. Under 30 to go. 3-ball on the way, no good. Broncos off to a poor start from downtown. Hudson Gaw on the miss there. Now Tongi will slow things down. Lachlan McRae, it's in his hands. Under 15 to go. Coach Simmons calling out the play he wants. Option for McRae. Drifting to his right. 3-ball. Does not go. And a rebound chance here for the Broncos. Final shot, good if it goes. And it's offline. Would have counted for Evan Brown. An exciting first quarter of action comes to an end with the Chieftains putting up 18 points. And they have a 7-point lead as we move on to the second.
Hi, do you offer insurance bundling?
Enter authentication code to start transaction.
Where would I get the code?
Please enter code.
Okay.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Wrong.
Let's talk about bundling and see if there are other ways for you to save with a super check.
That sounds great.
Here, take a look.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
First State Bank and Trust is with you wherever you are with complete online banking. Cheering on the Chieftains once again, why not pay your bills online? Waiting on your kiddos to get out of school? Seems like a good time to make a transfer. Or how about making a deposit from here? Back in the gym for another night? Why not get an e-statement while you cheer on Tongi? And of course, at First State Bank and Trust, you can always bank from right here. Come on in and see us and get your very own Chieftain card. To learn more about all the great ways to bank with First State Bank and Trust, go to firststateks.com.
Chieftains 18, Broncos 11 as we open up this second quarter. What a great end to that first quarter for the Chieftains, able to build upon their 1-point lead. It's now up to 7. Lachlan McRae coming up a little bit short on that shot attempt there. Might have been deflected. Now the Broncos back the other way. They're putting up a lot of 3 balls, and that one, unlike the majority, has gone down. Peyton McAvoy getting the nice little friendly roll at the rim there. And a big one as it takes the lead now down to 4. Anthony Rowe back in. He had 7 points in that first quarter, the first 7 points in the game alone for Tonganoxie. Burns knocked down a 3 ball as well. It's in his hands. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Rowe, head fake, dribbling in, passing it off. McRae gets it up and did not touch the rim. And there is our first official shot clock violation on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Another first, right?
Another first.
It's just, time was winding down there. It was in the hands of Rowe, and he passed it off with about just a second to Lachlan. It kind of forced him to put up a shot. Did not get any part of the rim. Near corner 3, and that one doesn't go. Last off of Carlton, couldn't get that one cleanly off the rim.
Another second chance points, or second chance offense here for the Broncos.
Hudson Gall will inbound it. So he'll lob it in. Martin Freon hands it off. 3 ball on the way in. That one does not go for Evan Brown.
They're not giving up on it, though.
Again, if you're Tongi, though, I think you're okay with that as long as the poor shooting continues. You're going to close up anything inside those high percentage shots, force them to take those 3 balls. And now you want to build on your lead. Jason Byrne, that was a deep 3. He launched there. Talon able to come away with the rebound, put back offline. Carlton able to rip it away. And now the Chieftains with a 3rd chance. 3rd time's the charm. Nolan McGuire able to bury it.
He hit 5 of those on last week. Nice move there by Bruce.
Whew. I had a lot to input there on my stat thing, that little sequence. 21-16 ball game.
Another good one.
This is a Chieftain team that, after kind of running into a buzzsaw their first couple of games against Lewisburg and Bonner Springs, they really have found their stride after that quick timeout in the first quarter back this past Friday against Jefferson County North. And they have really just been going pedal to the metal, have been looking really impressive. Stays here with the Chieftains, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Talon looking for an option, able to lob it into McGuire, hands off to Carlton, under 10 now. Jason Byrne out near the logo. Guarded tightly on him, that's Carter Gaw. Near corner to Schmidt, and again, that's another shot clock violation. So it took us a while to even see one here on Tongi Sports Live, and just like that, we've had 2 in this second quarter.
Yep. Good defense there by the Broncos.
Again, first year shot clock is being implemented. I'm sure players have practiced with it, but still got to kind of get that internal clock to catch up with it. That's Carter Gaw. Knocking down the 3 ball there for the Broncos. It has it back within 2. Talon trying to answer, and he does just that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, big shot there by Talon.
Well, one team answers, one team builds momentum, the other answers. Back in front by 5. Inside, feed it to Jackson, a kick out. Big head fake from Gaw, back to Jackson, air ball. And he's gonna hear it from the Donkey student section.
23, McRae.
As Lachlan McRae checks back in for Tonganoxie. Jason Byrne will get a breather. So McGuire, McRae, Langford, Carlton, and Schmidt out here for Tonganoxie. Here's Schmidt, catch and shoot, 3-ball, and it's good, right in rhythm. No hesitation whatsoever. He had his mind made up as soon as he caught that. He was going to put it up for 3. And now a rebound at the other end for McGuire off the miss. He's bringing it up the floor. Hands up to Lachlan. Extra pass. Deep 3.
Wow.
Does not go, but a rebound for Schmidt.
Chieftains doing a good job on the offensive board. Nice drive by Langford there.
Able to finish through contact, and just like that, Chieftain lead up to 10, 29-19. Pressure starting to build up here on Spring Hill. In need of a bucket here. Another 3-ball, and another one missed. Rebound collected by McRae.
I'm not too sure the Spring Hill coach is satisfied with the shot selection.
McGuire, that one short. McRae tipping it. Last off of Bronco. It went off of Martin Freehan. And it'll stay Chieftain basketball.
2, Bruce, 3, Miller, 35 Bear into the game for Spring Hill.
Well, nearly a full line change here for the Broncos. Bruce, Miller, Gaw, Bayer check in, and they will join Evan Brown out there. That's your 5 for the Broncos. All the momentum on the side of the Chieftains right now, working with a double-digit lead. Carlton, extra pass deflected. Talon still able to keep control. Here is Carlton, extra pass again to McRae. Working it inside, deflected. Schmidt and Chieftains just swarming all over the place here.
Schmidt for 2.
Chieftains just playing with more energy than Spring Hill right now.
Nice feed, cutting inside, missing the bunny. Carter Gaw not able to finish it.
Another rebound by Talon. He's doing a great job on the boards for the Chieftains.
This whole team is off to a great start. Tongi has the Broncos on the ropes. Big one in the far corner. Nolan McGuire. What about the confidence that young guy is showing this year? My goodness. His 7th 3-ball in the last about a little over 5.5 quarters now.
Yeah, no kidding.
My goodness. Chieftains on fire to start this one here tonight as they have the lead over Spring Hill. Chieftain Athletics tonight presented by Wizard of Paws, Tonganoxie's family-owned pet grooming salon with a combined 48 years of experience. Schedule your pet's appointment today at wizardofpawstongi.com. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Dredden. We will keep it here in the middle of the full timeout taken by Spring Hill. They'll be left with 3 remaining in the game. Tonganoxie still with all 5. And again, I mentioned it earlier, this is a team for Tongi blown out by Lewisburg in the season opener. Ran into a buzzsaw a week ago here against Bonner Springs. Got their groove together against Jefferson County North High School. And I said, ever since that quick 9-2 run that the Chargers had in that game, that timeout from Coach Simmons, from that point on, and that was about maybe a couple minutes into the first quarter of that game, they have been playing just red-hot basketball.
They really have. And they're just shooting the lights out right now.
About to the tune of 61% from the field.
Wow.
Tonganoxie to start this game.
And how many of those are threes?
Well, they're shooting 50% there.
That's pretty impressive.
Meanwhile, for the Broncos, don't have a percentage to be exact, but their three-point shooting tonight, it has not been great.
No, it's been pretty cold.
Miller to Bear underneath. Nice feed.
That's a nice assist there.
And that's what they need. That's what you need to do when you're struggling from 3. You got to rely on the ball movement, get those open looks. So a good answer there for the Broncos, and now bad turnover here for the Chieftains, trying for that extra pass, and it's off the sneaker of talent, so he'll stay down here with the Broncos. Fighting hard there was Evan Brown. As Byrne back in for Tonganoxie and McAvoy back in for Spring Hill. Chieftains looking right now a 13-point lead, looking to win their second straight game, move to 2-2 on the year. Spring Hill as well, looking for their second straight win, trying to move to 3-1. Miller lost it, taking it away. That's Carlton. Back the other way, and Miller able to knock that loose and last off of Carlton. So Miller saying that, says anything you can do, I can do better. So no harm, no foul. After getting his pocket picked by Carlton, as he's able to ricochet it off of him. Bronco basketball, we're closing in on the final minute here in the second quarter. Bear on the tip out. Look out, spectators. Chieftain basketball coming back the other way.
Broncos picking up full court now.
Gray trying to get across that half-court line, lost it. Another turnover for the Chieftains, trying to end it in points and doing just that. Perfectly done. Jackson Bruce able to finish it. Now this is the downside of that full-court pressure. Three ball from Byrne is off with an offensive board by Schmidt.
Yeah, I'd like to see him finish in the paint when you got numbers. Don't settle for that outside shot.
Off balance pass, Langford to McGray, and that comes up short. Goes it in on 20. McAvoy looking for options, finds Miller. Gets the final play call set up, Coach Connor Beckard. Looks like they're gonna hold on for the final shot. Brings it out back near the logo. 5 seconds, Miller, good pass underneath. Bruce able to finish it. And a dominant first half for the Chieftains, but it comes to an end with the Broncos on a nice little run, able to get some points together, so the deficit will only be 9. Going into the locker room, 34-25. Great first half of action. We will have the second half coming up a little bit later on, but first we'll have the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show when we return on Tonganoxie Sports Live.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to S&S Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. S&S has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutions.ks.com for more information.
Now, you know it's a special night at Chieftain Arena when Santa Claus comes to town. It's that time around the holidays, spreading the Christmas cheer. It's Tonganoxie's own athletic trainer Mark Padfield down in the Santa suit here tonight. Nice performance from the Chieftain Stars dance team as we make our way into the White Birch Property Realty Executives halftime show. White Birch Properties and their team are ready to help lead you to success in the real estate game. Visit them at 1203 State Avenue, Suite B in Tonganoxie, or call 913-417-1007 to talk with an agent and to learn more. Halftime score, Chieftains 34, Broncos 25. A lot of action unpacked in that first half game. We will give the point totals and we'll break down and give our analysis here. So we'll start with the Chieftains. Lead scoring totals, Jason Byrne with 5, Talon Langford leading the way with 9 points on the night, 4 of 7 for the field from him. Nolan McGuire, 6 points from him. Owen Schmidt and Anthony Rowe each with 7 points. Remember, for Rowe, he scored the first 7 points in this game for Tonganoxie back in the first quarter. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, you have Jackson Bruce with 10, Hudson Gaw with 2, Carter Gaw with a 3, Freon with 5, McAvoy with 3, and Bayer with 2. So really not a, you can't look over to the Broncos and say it's that guy that's really dominating us, which I think it's kind of a good and a bad thing for Spring Hill. So we've seen the ball movement. They've been able to move it around and find some open guys, but
that's true. But I think you also got to be happy if you're the Tonganoxie coach in that the balance of scoring across all of your players is just that's outstanding.
Yeah, it's been really good. So, and like we said, in the girls' game, we talked about it was a lot of Alyssa Schoeneck and Emerson Maslak for the Chieftains, and outside of that, not really a whole lot. But so now for both these teams, it's been a pretty well spread out effort. Let's talk about this first half a little bit, partner. We mentioned Tongi has been on a tear for about the past 6 quarters of basketball. Right now, 34-25, a 9-point lead. So just like the Broncos had over the Chieftains in our first game, a 9-point lead. What's your thoughts here?
Well, the real difference in this first half is the 3-point shooting efficiency by the Chieftains. I mean, they've just been shooting the lights out. Quite frankly, Spring Hill has been a little bit cold from the 3-point line. So I really think that's the difference in the first half. Yeah,
I mean, without a doubt. So you're talking from the field, Tonganoxie 56% in the first half, 43% from downtown. We don't have percentages, exact percentages for Spring Hill, but definitely from downtown, I mean, they got to be somewhere around that mid-20s, low 30% mark on the night.
30s,
it might somewhere around there. And, I think the defensive rebounding has been good for Tongi, limiting those second, third chance opportunities, but for me, it's the ball movement for Tongi on offense. They've done so well of moving the ball around, finding those open shots, and like we mentioned, they've been really efficient tonight from 3-point range, which I don't think you're going into a game and you're going to say we're going to live and die by the 3 ball, and if it's a good night, it's a good night. Feast or famine. I don't think that's the exact mindset for Coach Simmons, but they're off to a good start here tonight, and I think even if they start going cold here in the second half, if they keep moving the ball around they did in this first half, finding those open shots, making those high percentage knockdowns down low and mid-range, I think they're going to come out here with a win here tonight and get win number 2 in a row.
Yeah, well, they better keep it going because Spring Hill made a nice little run there right before the end of the half.
Yes, they'll be trying to eliminate that momentum. That is going to be huge. How about we give some keys to the second half here tonight? These keys to the second half brought to you by First Security Bank in Tonganoxie, your new locally owned community bank in Tongi. Stop by and meet their friendly staff at 415 Stone Creek Drive. First Security Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Let's give one for Tonganoxie and let's give one for Spring Hill. What are your keys to the second half, partner?
I don't think the Chieftains can expect to come out and shoot 50% from a 3-point line. So if they fall in love with that 3 ball, it could be tough for them. If you're the Broncos, you got to guard that 3-point line because there was those threes that fell for the Chieftains they were open looks. So they're going to have to pay attention to that. And then I think whoever's more successful in the paint this second half could be the victor.
All right, so we'll see second half action coming up next year on Tonganoxie Sports Live. You've been watching the White Birch Property Realty Executives Halftime Show.
When it comes to rehabilitation, despite what you're told, you can choose where you want to go. Physical Therapy Solutions in Tonganoxie is independently owned, allowing them to work with all doctors and your insurance to ensure a smooth transition, especially from a knee or hip replacement. Choose from one of their highly qualified physical therapists for an individualized plan of care to achieve long-term health benefits. Contact Physical Therapy Solutions today and let them help you. Go to ptsolutionsks.com for more information. Midwest Chiropractic Center is a friendly and caring clinic providing comprehensive care for your chiropractic, rehabilitative, and fitness needs. Upon entering one of our offices, you are treated like family. The staff cares about your health, and their approach to care proves it. With 3 locations in Tonganoxie, Lansing, and Bonner Springs, plus some Saturday hours, Midwest Chiropractic Center is dedicated to offering affordable, gentle chiropractic care. Midwest Chiropractic Center, getting you back to active.
Make the landscape of your dreams a reality with a stop at Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape. Just 15 minutes outside of Tonganoxie, come explore their full nursery of plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. Learn from their certified specialists about proper seeding, watering, planting, lawn treatment, and so much more. Visit their website to enroll in classes, preview upcoming events, and request an estimate for your next project. Or give them a call at 913-351-5296. Oak Creek Nursery and Landscape, your one-stop shop for outdoor living.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, Aprilaire, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit laddserviceco.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Ready to go here in the third quarter on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Chieftains working with a 9-point lead. It'll be Broncos basketball to get it started. Like we had mentioned in the halftime show, there was some good momentum built up there towards the end of about 4 straight points scored for Spring Hill. Getting a couple of takeaways as well. So how can they build on this momentum in the second half and make this comeback? We'll find out, but that's a good start right there. Quarterback on quarterback crime right there. Miller driving in on Langford and able to finish for 2.
Talon got his pocket picked right there.
Open 3, McAvoy. So how about that? Not even 30 seconds into this second half, into this third quarter, did we have to wait long for the Broncos to get right back into this ball game. A quick 5-0 run in a blink of an eye. Now down by 4.
Yeah, just like they finished the first half.
I believe you string that together, you're looking at a really
turnover.
Good run here. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Chieftains. Both of them have led to points for the Broncos. It's been Miller and McAvoy. Now Bruce looking to get involved, but he can't knock it down. Rebound underneath by Talon. Could be knocking on the door of a double-double in this game. Talon Langford. Schmidt losing his footing, able to get it out to Byrne. He got tripped up there, falling over Evan Brown. Carlton on the drive, up and under, a little bit out of control.
Yeah, they kind of forced that shot a little bit.
Ball still loose. Broncos on top of it. Looking to set up a possession here. Can cut the lead to 1 for Tonganoxie. McAvoy, Miller, drive in, floater over Talon is good. And that is going to force a quick 30-second timeout here. And Coach Simmons.
Quick 7-0 run by the Broncos.
Just the ideal start that you wanted here to start the second half. The game tonight presented in part by the Tonganoxie Public Library. Why pay for downloadable audio books when you can stream them for free with a Tonganoxie Library card? Download the Libby app or visit the library's website to learn more. Just like that, now a 1-possession game here, and I don't know what the conversation was for head coach Connor Beckert and his team at halftime, but whatever he said, it worked. It's been working so far. A 7-0 run to erase a 9-point deficit has the Broncos in striking distance. Chieftains with the ball. Broncos are going to be bringing some pressure here. And if you're Tongi right now, you just heard Coach Simmons talking about it in that timeout. It's just saying one possession at a time, one possession at a time. Trying to get the same back under control. Rowe with the trap, able to get out of it, almost throwing it away, but Talon able to save it. Chieftains looking to settle in. Carlton drive, extra give to Rowe, locked out of his hands, getting in there. That was Evan Brown knocking it loose.
Another empty possession for the Chieftains.
A tie, potentially to take the lead. McAvoy 3, no good, but his back heel had caught the baseline, so it was a really deep 3. And the Broncos able to give the ball right back. Chieftains dodging a bullet. Both these games so far tonight between the Chieftains and the Broncos have not disappointed. Girls game ending 50-43. Broncos getting the win there. And now a 10-second call. Carlton did not get it over in time. That was a Jason Byrne 3 that was just erased off the board. As Tongi has come out and has turned it over a lot. We're in this second half, now up to 11 turnovers.
And the Broncos so far doing a good job of turning those turnovers into points.
Yeah, just 5 turnovers on the game so far for Spring Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, shades again of the first game. 9-point lead at halftime, erased in the second half, but just like that, we are tied. And Jordan Miller has come out on a hot streak in the second half. Chieftains facing pressure again, avoiding the 10-second violation. Langford corner trap, passes out of it. Carlton driving a kick out, and another takeaway for Spring Hill. This time, it's Bruce coming away with it. Chieftains cannot get out of their own way right now. For the lead, McAvoy, too strong. Second board by Brown. Pass deflected around, still able to control. Brown now with the near corner 3. That doesn't go. Rebound by McRae. Up the floor. Extra pass trying to go to Carlton. It's on the ground. He has it, and a timeout going to be taken here by Coach Simmons as he bails his team out. Both teams left with 3 timeouts the remainder of this game. Maybe 2 selfless ball here in the second half, you think, partner?
Well, I don't know. I think the Chieftains were playing with more energy than Spring Hill that first half, but so far this half, they're getting out hustled.
I mean, we're seeing a lot when they're trying to make that extra pass, and we talked about the ball movement in the first half, and that was part of it. Making those extra passes, it's good, but so far in the second half, like you mentioned, Spring Hill, more energy. They're getting in the passing lanes, deflecting those around, and they are making things very difficult on this Tonganoxie team so far in this third quarter, as they have. And remind you, this is Tongi. They haven't scored a bucket yet in this third quarter. So that 9-point lead going into halftime, you could just forget about it. In a first half that Tongi controlled, again, clean slate right now.
Yeah, they've almost gone 3.5 minutes in this quarter without a bucket.
Tie game at 34. Inbounds for the Chieftains. McRae and a drive in, puts one up, try to get it over Bruce, and he can't knock it down.
And just one shot for the Chieftains there on that possession.
McAvoy, another 3, and that comes up short. So the 3-ball still isn't working for the Broncos. Second chance for Miller falls off. Jet Gilmore with the rebound there. Schmidt, 3-ball, leaves that short.
See, that's what I said. You can't fall. You just can't keep chucking up 3s. You got to get some higher percentage shots.
And you do not want to turn this into a game of up and down the floor and a 3-point contest, essentially.
Yeah.
As the odds are with Spring Hill, the rate that they have been putting these up, eventually some of these are going to start falling. And in a tie game like this, now if you have a 9-point lead, you might be okay with that. But now that you don't have that anymore, you got to try to scrap up here a little bit. So they get a foul called here on Martin Freon as he picks up his first team foul of this quarter for either team. Coach Beckert having some extra conversation there, trying to talk with the officials, still jawing back and forth. Not jawing necessarily, that's not the right word for it. Still conversing, I guess we should say. Pressure looming here for the Broncos. Meet Carlton right as he crosses the half-court line, finds McGuire near the baseline, able to keep those sneakers off the red.
That trapping defense has been effective for another 3-ball by the Chieftains.
And it's short, that one from McGuire. All Broncos in this third quarter, a 9-0 run to tie the game at 34. Chieftains have been held without a bucket. And now we will pick up a foul here on Tonganoxie for their first. And it'll go to Jet Gilmore. Inbound play set up here for Spring Hill. Catch and shoot. Evan Brown, 3. It's nothing but net. So make it a 12-0 run now for the Broncos to start this third quarter, and they are in front by 3.
Oh, why didn't he take that shot?
McRae able to get past a couple of defenders, and he buries it. So that extra pass finally working out for Tonganoxie. Lachlan McRae, his first bucket of the night. And another 3-ball at the other end. That one doesn't go. And the Broncos still controlling. Yeah. Langford had a chance at it. And now a foul will be picked up here by the Chieftains as Bayer will come back in for Spring Hill. We'll see who they give this foul to for Tongi. And I believe they just gave it to McGuire. So first of the game for number 15. He will check out. Owen Schmidt back in for the Chieftains along with Bayer, as mentioned, for Spring Hill. Miller gets by Gilmore, pop-up jumper, knocks it down.
Nice little mid-range jumper there by Miller. Well, Chieftains almost throw it away again.
Again, the energy that we felt in the first half, you could tell it was Tongi.
It's all
and they were draining out Spring Hill, and it is exact opposite in the second half.
Tale of 2 halves so far.
Approaching 2.5 to go here in the third. Talon showing the handles, trying to get by Miller, standing his ground, looking for Carlton through his hands. McRae able to control. Under 15 on the shot clock, and he is fouled on the reach-in for Jackson Bruce. You just kind of feel it, that anxiety over on that Tonganoxie side and on the floor. It's just kind of been mounting up here every single pass. You're kind of holding your breath on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, they're playing really tight right now. They were loose and having fun there in the first half. I'll tell you what, this, give credit to Spring Hill. That trapping defense has really created issues for the Chieftains.
Well, we had an object on the court. Official disposes of it into the stand, and we resume action. Broncos in this third quarter, a 14-2 run, make it still 14. Missing that layup is Bayer, and a rebound to Carlton.
Chieftains dodge a bullet there. Nice block by the Broncos.
Coach Simmons going to be making a handful of substitutions next stoppage. His team currently down 3. Big part to that man, Jordan Miller. He has been on fire in this third for the Broncos. Now Bayer underneath, up and over finish. Nicely done on the feed. Brooks Bayer getting the bucket there. McRae, 3-ball, no good. Had a chance to get a dribble in, get into it. Now Carlton, tight defense on Miller. You don't want to see him pick the foul up here, racing him up the floor, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's a frustration.
Byrne, Rowe, McGuire. That'll bring out Gilmore, Langford, and McRae. For the Chieftains, you have McAvoy in as well as Evan Brown. For Spring Hill, Jordan Miller will be brought out along with Jackson Bruce. Again, he has been the main point scorer in this third quarter for the Broncos. Jordan Miller, excuse me. He'll have a breather here for a moment. McAvoy off on another three, but Bayer gets the rebound and taken away by McGuire, and he is fouled by McAvoy going for the ball. Second foul of the game on McAvoy, both teams with 3 team fouls. And team fouls will reset at the end of the quarter. Chieftains with numbers, Rowe to Byrne on a nice finish.
Taking advantage of the numbers. That's only the 4th point scored by the Chieftains in this quarter.
That's it. Looking at a 16-4 run currently for Spring Hill in this third quarter alone. Make it 18-4. On the drive and finish, right-handed layup good for Evan Brown. And how this game has taken a turn.
14-point swing.
This one getting away now from Byrne, able to save it at the half-court line. Looking for help, deflected. Carlton knocked loose. Still able to dribble with it, closing in on 20, going to distance. Noah Carlton, nicely done.
Yeah, that was nicely done by Noah there.
His first bucket of the night. Gonna need him to maybe get a couple more of those in this fourth quarter coming up. But a big bucket takes the Bronco lead to 3. Taken away, Carlton. Got to put it up from the logo. No good, trying to bank it in. Would have tied us up. But that is how the fourth quarter comes to an end. And Broncos a 16-6 run. 18-6 run.
Yeah.
Incredible third quarter for Spring Hill. They are up by a tray. As we'll be back fourth quarter action when we resume on Talking Sports Live.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community. Where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Tex Vandervoort in Tonganoxie today.
Inviting, connecting, serving, and growing. That's Grounded Coffee House in downtown Tonganoxie. Enjoy the best cup of coffee in town 6 days a week and pair it with freshly made from scratch pastries, muffins, cinnamon rolls, and so much more. Plus, check out their beautiful event center, Grace Hall. Perfect for your next gathering, celebration, wedding, and party. All profits go towards local and international charitable projects and organizations. Drink local, support local at Grounded Coffee House. Place your order for dine-in or carry-out at groundedcoffeehouse.tonganoxie.org.
Buckle in, partner. Here we go. Another exciting fourth quarter coming up. One possession game. Spring Hill and Tonganoxie capped off before we went to break an 18-6 run for Spring Hill in that third quarter. Erasing a 9-point deficit. Now has themselves in the driver's seat. Or in the catbird seat, as you like to tell me. Chieftains get tied here. Lachlan McRae trying to do just that. Coming up. Rowe fighting for the board, still loose on the ground. Schmidt loses his footing, and a foul going to be issued here to the Broncos.
Foul on Brown.
They give it to Evan Brown for his first. Really, and you're looking at both these teams as we head into the fourth quarter, nobody in any foul trouble, nobody with 3 or more fouls, so
they're letting them play.
This could be going down all the way to the end and not having to worry about potentially anybody fouling out. Things can change, obviously, but that's just where we stand right now. And now an offensive foul is going to be given here to the Chieftains.
Who was that on?
Tom. They give it to Rowe, so that's his first.
Number 1, Gilmore in the game for Tonganoxie.
Now you got Gilmore back in. McRae will sub out for the Chieftains. And playing in his first game tonight, Lachlan McRae, his first game in the last week or so.
Some of that trapping defense now.
And the Broncos able to get right by it. Martin Freon able to finish it off.
That's how you break that.
Gilmore, extra pass, Rowe collects, goes up strong and is fouled. That's Martin Freon in the area again.
Chieftains need to hit these free throws. But just like the points, they're spreading the fouls out too.
That's it. And nope, not a single player for either of these teams has 3 personal fouls. And a big miss at the free throw line here for Anthony Rowe. Now here's the story that we heard a lot about last year. Tongi found themselves in these kind of games, and those poor shooting nights at the free throw line would end up costing them those games. Really haven't had a chance for that point yet this season. Anthony Rowe going 1 for 2 on that trip. And it's going to be more important for the Chieftains to knock those down. That was their first trip on the night, so they got 50% right now. Take the Bronco lead to 4, 45-41. Just under 30 seconds, just over 30 seconds into this fourth quarter. Head fake, Carter Gaw. Hands off back to Bruce. Now Jordan Miller, the big part of that 18-6 run in the third quarter for the Broncos. That would say he came close to having about nearly double figures. 3 ball in the far corner, it's good. Carter Gaw able to bury it.
Back to a 7-point lead.
Largest lead of the night for Spring Hill. Byrne looking for options, and he is fouled. Broncos bench wanted to travel. They give the foul to Jackson Bruce.
Just his second.
Langford down low, that one coming up short. And a foul going to be called on the Chieftains. I think they just gave it to Rowe again. That shove in the back on Brown fighting for that ball.
Yep, that's his second.
Say it with me now. Miller, cross up on Rowe, gets by him, drives to the lane, misses the layup. Bullet dodged there for the Chieftains.
Yeah, he did everything right except finish. Chieftains can't afford these empty possessions here with 6 minutes to go.
Broncos have outscored the Chieftains in the second half 23-7. Broncos now all 4. That ball movement, passing it around, taking up as much of this clock as they can.
The clock's their friend at this point.
Miller, extra give, Brown, 3 ball. Not able to knock it down. Lachlan McRae with the rebound for the Chieftains. Bringing it across the other way. Trying to go coast to coast. Lost it on his way in. And it'll stay here with the Chieftains. Again, Brown able to get a fingertip on that ball.
Yeah, Lachlan was trying to do a little wraparound pass there.
And now a full timeout will be taken here by Tonganoxie. We will go ahead and take it with them. 48-41, Broncos have stormed from behind and taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Ridge Med Spa in Tonganoxie is more than a destination. It's an experience designed to redefine radiance and inspire success. Dr. Mark Peterson and Laura Snow facilitate and encourage both providers and clients to live life to the fullest by investing in themselves. Their new space offers services for medical weight loss, IV nutrition, laser hair removal, laser skin rejuvenation, hydrofacials, and Botox. Visit ridgemedspa.com to book your appointment today in Tonganoxie. Illuminate your beauty.
So it is getting about to that point here in the second half. Again, like I mentioned, 23-7. Broncos have outscored the Chieftains since halftime, where Tonga had a 9-point lead, and now you're looking up 5 minutes, 19 seconds to go. You're still down by 7 if you're the Chieftains, and this is really, time's running out on you right now. Time is not on your side. The team, the time for a rally to try to get something going, it's got to be now. Got to get points here off this inbounds. That's exactly what they do. Good job by Owen Schmidt going up strong on the inbounds for Talon Langford. And now to a 5-point game.
Now for the Chieftains, you got to get a stop. There you go.
Let's keep speaking into existence. McRae able to finish at the other end. Whistles coming in. And
what are they calling?
A flop warning.
Oh.
A flop warning. Don't see too many of those. No. A flop warning was issued there.
Now you're back to a one-possession game.
I think Coach Simmons, he knows when to call these little timeouts that can spark a rally for the Chieftains. There's a good answer at the other end. The jumper from Evan Brown right beyond the left elbow.
Yeah, nice little mid-range jumper there.
Owen Schmidt, no look to Langford, peeling it back out, guarded by Miller. Fires it to McRae, sets a screen for him, locked it off his sneaker. Miller battling on the ground. Broncos able to come away with it. Good hustle play from Jordan Miller, who finishes at the other end.
Back to 7.
Chieftains a quick 4-0 run. Broncos answer right back with their own. Carlton 3-ball no good. And again, guess who? Jordan Miller on the rebound. 3 jerseys closing in on him. And a 30-second timeout will be called here from Coach Becker. Jordan Miller taking a shot to the chops there, unintentional, just trying to go for that ball, but he is not happy about it. It'll be Bronco basketball off that timeout. So that leaves both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. As we come down the home stretch here in the 4th quarter. Chieftain Athletics Night brought to you by Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Whether you want to take classes in high school or after graduation, KCKCC is in your backyard. Check out how college can help you today at kckcc.edu. Kansas City, Kansas Community College, the official higher education partners of Tonganoxie Sports Live. Well, I know one thing's for certain. Win, lose, or draw, no matter how this game ends out, you and I, we've been treated to 2 spectacular basketball games here tonight.
Yeah, no question about it, partner. It's been fun.
If this holds up, this lead holds up for the Broncos, they will sweep the doubleheader tonight against Tonganoxie. The girls getting it done 50-43, their final score. And it's the Broncos also with a 7-point lead, but they turn it over here. A travel called, where that shot can be put up underneath. But again, that showed how easy the Broncos, they've been able to get penetration down inside.
They have. I told you whoever's going to score in the paint's going to win this thing.
You did. Chieftains break the pressure. Schmidt blocks from behind, was pulling up for a 3, but Carter Goss said, I got other plans. So he sends it up into the pep band section.
Yeah, I'm not sure the coach really wanted that shot selection there.
Chieftains had it back within 3, but now the Broncos have extended the lead back to 7. McRae, a little underhand there, and it does not fall. I was thinking maybe he was trying to lob that to Carlton and maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Kind of catch it and knock it down. Now McAvoy, good find to him. He can't finish. And Langford comes away with the board.
Yeah, another big rebound by Talon.
Schmidt out to McRae. And an offensive foul, illegal screen, going to be given here to Schmidt. And they say he kind of stuck that forearm out a little bit when he set that screen. Trying to plead his case to the official, but he's saying, I don't want to hear it. So that forces Gilmore back in, and McRae will come back out.
Well, we're at a point in this game, neither team can afford empty possession. Nice trap.
Jump ball, so possession aerial. It'll be back to the Broncos, but that will at least flip it back in favor of Tonganoxie. Could be important. Gaw, Miller, Brown, Freon, and McAvoy out there for the Broncos. Free ball here is McAvoy, and that one doesn't go. Rebound underneath, tipped around, coming up short on the putback. Third chance, McAvoy getting the take underneath. Up strong is Freon. 3 chances for the Broncos. Huge break there for Spring Hill to lead up to 9. Well, now they're going to get Carter Gaw with the foul, trying to knock it loose from Carlton. As McRae is set to come back in.
Or set a shooting foul?
I think they're calling it on the floor. First foul of the game for Carter Gaw. So Lachlan McRae back in, Gilmore out. So you got McRae, Carlton, Schmidt, Langford, and Byrne out there for the Chieftains. I believe this is about the traditional starting 5 that they started with back in week 1 when Lachlan McRae was healthy. Here it is to him. Gets by McAvoy, strong drive, but a little bit short. And off of Freon, took a hard spill down to the floor. And here's the last one to touch it. Time really short now for the Chieftains. Langford on the inbounds, 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the game. Finds it to Carlton, threaded a needle, but is blocked. Now Gaw has it going back the other way. Good Euro step and an even better finish. And this second half has just belonged to the Spring Hill Broncos. Another turnover forced there. Jordan Miller able to ricochet it off of Jason Byrne as he was trying to run that down, and a timeout called by Coach Simmons and the Chieftains.
Yeah, that could have been the death knell for the Chieftains right there.
What a turnaround in this game. From down 9 at halftime to up 11, under 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter. We step aside.
Has your furnace left you out in the cold? Pipes plugged? Are you underwater with your water heater? If so, you'll be glad you called Ladd. Ladd Service Company in Tonganoxie has been your heating, cooling, and plumbing specialist since 1986. Ladd is your dealer for top quality brands like York, April Air, and Wolverine Brass. Plus, they maintain and service all other brands. Schedule your appointment by calling 913-369-3509. Visit LaddServiceCo.com to see why you'll be glad you called Ladd.
Are you ready for a mouth-watering journey down memory lane? Introducing Flashbacks. Start your day off right with our fluffy pancakes, omelets, or a cinnamon roll. For lunch, sink your teeth into our juicy made-to-order burgers, Philly cheese, and more. Flashbacks' friendly staff and welcoming atmosphere make every visit a delight, and their menu is filled with comfort food that will give you those warm, delicious flashbacks. Visit them today in downtown Tonganoxie, open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
Welcome back in, Tongi Sports Live. Dylan Funk alongside Dennis Drennan, part of the Varsity Sports Live Network. And I'll tell you what, man, this has been quite a turnaround. 29-11 run in the second half for the Broncos. You get down 9 at halftime to up 11 here as we approach 2 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, that's a recipe for a comeback.
It has been an unbelievable effort. And well done by the Broncos. Still, very little time left for the Chieftains, with things not looking so great right now.
Well, that'll put the Chieftains into bonus.
So they get the second foul of the game on Carter Gaw. So this is going to be huge for the Chieftains. You got to knock down every free throw you have down the stretch here. I mean, your margin for error is not very big right now.
Yeah, your margin of error is 0.
The Chieftains now in the bonus. Tongi with 3 team fouls, so 2 more until Spring Hill would find themselves in the bonus as well. As Jackson Bruce will check in for Carter Gaw. Second free throw coming up here for Jet Gilmore. The Chieftains, Lachlan McRae looks like he might try to sub in too, and we'll make him wait. As Gilmore able to knock it down, so going 50% that trip. Langford will come out for a quick breather. They're probably not going to keep him out for very long. They're going to need him down the stretch here.
Yeah.
They want any hopes. Now down 10. Chieftains going to be bringing full court pressure. Miller feeling the pressure, able to get it away. Brown, he throws it off the face of Jason Byrne. And Broncos will have control of it. Gilmore trying to knock it loose. And now if you're the Chieftains, at what point, again, you got 2 fouls until Spring Hill's in the bonus. And that one just hits a play. McAvoy in with a ricochet off the midsection of Owen Schmidt. It'll still be Bronco basketball with 16 seconds. Right on cue, Byrne heads out. Talon Langford back on the floor for Tongi. But at what point, when do you start to maybe consider fouling here?
Well, I think you got to go ahead and get that 4th foul here pretty quickly if you don't get a steal. And then you got to see what happened.
I'll say Carlton knocked it out of bounds. He'll stay at this end. He thought that it was last off of McAvoy, but that is not how the official saw it. And now closing in, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gilmore guarding Miller. Gets by him and wrapped up around, no whistles. Here come the Chieftains back the other way. Carlton, and just a little too far underneath the bucket.
Kind of wild shot there.
That leads to the finish at the other end for Freon. McRae, 3, knocks it down. Chieftains definitely going to need more of those down this stretch, as Tonganoxie, I believe, has called their final timeout. Let's see if it's 30 seconds or a full. It looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and just keep it here for a little bit. Let's take a look real quick at what's coming up on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We mentioned we're here tonight, a game against Spring Hill. This is the final broadcast on Tonganoxie Sports Live for the 2024 calendar year, and even for a little bit in 2025. Like I mentioned, road game doubleheader on the road this Thursday night at Eudora. Battle with the Cardinals. That'll be a simulcast with the Eudora Sports Live crew. Hayden Hars and Reed McAvoy will take care of you guys then, and then we'll be back in the new year on January 7th, another simulcast with the Baldwin Sports Live crew as the Chieftains go on the road to take on the Bulldogs. You guys will be taken well care of there. Ryan Helmer, one of the best broadcasters working in the high school scenes here in Kansas. He will take great care of you guys back then. So we will be back. I believe it is that January 10th. We are back here at home in a game. So it's going to be, I'm going to kind of admit, it's going to be weird. We're going to, it's, good thing this is kind of like learning how to ride a bike. You know, you could take 3 weeks off when we come back, and we'll get right back in the swing of things. It'll be good.
Yeah, we've been treated to a couple of good games tonight.
Yes, we have.
And this has just really been a tale of 2 halves.
And trap on Miller, and that will force a timeout here. And Coach Becker, it's again my favorite tradition, the final minute of a basketball game. It can take 15 minutes to close it out.
No question.
Yeah, Tongi left with no timeouts, and that is the second to last timeout. So only one more remaining for the Broncos, as we'll keep it here, 58-49 score right now. And we're looking around this arena right now, and I think there are a lot of stunned faces. That's just, elation, as we're over here on the visitor side, so Bronco fans all around us, they're happy as all be right now. But if you're a Chieftain fan right now and looking over at that bench and looking at Coach Simmons and some of the other players and everyone in this gym right now that is wearing red, I mean, nobody saw this coming in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been, like I said, a tale of 2 halves. The Chieftains came out flat in the second half, and Spring Hill came out with a lot of energy, and they haven't looked back.
I mean, a 30-15 stretch.
That kind of says it all.
That really does. I mean, for the Chieftains, they had a 9-point lead at halftime. All the momentum on their side. The Broncos did rattle off a quick back-to-back bucket run right before halftime, and we had mentioned that if you're Tongi, if you're able to kind of halt that momentum from building up anymore, you kind of keep doing what you've been doing, you should be walking out victorious. But instead, the Broncos have taken that momentum, have continued to build on it, and now looking to ride it all the way to their second straight win and move to 3-1 on the year, while dropping the Chieftains down to 1-3. Looking potentially for the dunk there. We've seen a couple of those over the last week, but Freon will just lay it in there at the end. Takes the easy 2 points. Another empty possession for Tongi, so this is kind of what Coach Simmons likes to do here, getting some guys subbed in here as he takes McRae and Talon out. So maybe this is kind of the beginning of the end here, just getting those guys out of here. Now looking up at an 11-point game. Freon. Little baby dunk. We'll count it. He got the rim to shake a little bit, the backboard to kind of bounce up and down. And a 3-ball answered at the other end by Owen Schmidt. Still scoring all the way to the end. Ricocheted around. The officials are going to have a conference here and talk. I think one to see what the other saw. Pretty tough to see. Instead, they're going to call a jump ball. And that'll keep it down here with the Chieftains. So just like that. Not going to give up quite yet as Langford and McRae come right off the bench and back into the game. I mean, this is a characteristic of a Tongi team we've seen as long as we've been doing this. They go all the way into the final horn, the final buzzer.
Yeah, they're not going to quit.
But a turnover here. Carlton able to just take it right back. So two teams trading off there. Byrne 3-ball. That one is good. But unfortunately for the Chieftains, it's just a case of too little, too late. As the Broncos stampede out of the gates at halftime and outscore the Chieftains, wiping away a 9-point deficit to win it 62-55. Your final score. Well, now we will go into the Brothers Market post-game show here for a moment. We get things wrapped up here. Actually, we're going to step aside here, get a couple more commercial breaks in. We'll come back. Brothers Market post-game show, announce our Midwest Carpet Center players of the game, and we'll wrap up our coverage here tonight and close it out for 2024 here on Tongi Sports Live in just a few moments.
Shop local and save at Brothers Market in Tonganoxie, where we treat you like family. Brothers Market has great everyday deals throughout the store. Enjoy fresh cut steaks from the meat department, the freshest fruits and vegetables from the produce aisle, and savor the flavors from the bakery. Check out their weekly ad to get the best deals on what you need. From apples to aspirin, Cool Whip to cool crisp lettuce. Brothers Market, open daily. Learn more at shopbrothersmarket.com.
At Kansas Insurance, we know one size doesn't fit all. In fact, our whole mindset is based on customized policies for you and your families. We're local, and we do what we do because we care about you. Think of us as brokers for your insurance needs. Working with Kansas Insurance gets you the award-winning service and attention to detail that only an independent agency can provide. All across Kansas, we're here to help you manage and plan for all types of risk. Contact a local agent today. Kansas Insurance. Local, independent, serving you.
Community-minded and community-strong. That's what you get at Community National Bank in Tonganoxie. Community National offers big city amenities with the personalization of a small-town bank. They make banking easy with a 24-hour on-site ATM and mobile app that allows you to bank from anywhere. They offer great options on loans, checking and savings accounts, CDs, safety deposit boxes, and more. Stop by and let their friendly staff serve you at 231 North Main Street in Tonganoxie. Community National Bank, proud supporters of Chieftain Athletics. Member FDIC.
A great collision on the field? Awesome. An awesome collision on the road? Not so great. If that bad play does come your way, take your car to SNS Auto and Body Shop in Tonganoxie. SNS has been the area's premier auto collision repair center since 1972, working on all makes and models, glass replacement, bumper repair, fiberglass and plastic, color matching, and so much more. And they work with all insurance companies. Get your ride back in the game and learn more at snsautoandbody.com or call 913-369-3193.
To the sweet sound of the Eagles. Take it easy, baby. And that's going to be our final sign-off here for 2024 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Quick, let's finish up the coverage here tonight. Broncos getting the sweep tonight over the Chieftains. The girls get the win 50-43, and the boys get the win 62-55. So a pair of 7-point wins for the Broncos, as the boys team is now 3-1 on the year, as are the girls team. Meanwhile, for the Chieftains, girls team now 3-1. They suffered their first loss, and the boys are now 1-3. And this was a game of two separate halves, as we'll get into here in just a minute. But it is now time to crown our Midwest Carpet Center players of the game, brought to you by Midwest Carpet Center in Tonganoxie. They have all your carpet and flooring needs with professional quality and great prices. Family owned and operated. Stop by and see them today in downtown Tonganoxie, or visit their website, MidwestCarpetCenter.com, to learn more.
Well, partner, the scoring was pretty well balanced across the Chieftains, but I think we've got to give the nod to Owen Schmidt. I think he put up 12. And
Owen Schmidt, 12 points tonight, 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3
5 of 6
from downtown, 6 rebounds to go along with that.
Yeah,
as
he had
well.
a good night. And then I think for the Broncos, you got to go with the quarterback.
Yep, Jordan Miller.
Jordan Miller.
He had a good night here. Zell's finishing 10 points on the night, but again, the reason why, and you're looking at the scoring wise, you had Freon finishing with 15 points, Miller and Bruce each with 10 points. You had Hudson Gaw with 2, Carter Gaw with 8, McAvoy with 6, Brown with 7, Bayer with 4. Again, spread out scoring for the Broncos there. But Miller was really, he kind of took.
He was the leader.
He was the leader of that third quarter turnaround. That really sparked this second half, just what we can call it a blowout. I think 30 to.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
No contest in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it was just not. It wasn't close.
30 to 15, something like that.
Let's see. It's in here somewhere. It's a 35-21.
35.
That's what it ended up being. A 35-21 run after being down by 9. That's a good way to wipe off that deficit and end up winning by 7 when it's all said and done. So again, congratulations, Owen Schmidt and Jordan Miller, our Midwest Carpet Center players of the game, as we come to an end here for the 2024 calendar year on Tonganoxie Sports Live. We still have a lot of winter sports action along with spring sports action coming up later on in 2025. What a year it was here in 2024 for us. Another run to the Sub-State Championship game for the football team.
Yep.
You know, I'm just looking back. Do you have a favorite broadcast memory that comes to your mind real quick here?
Oh, you mean in football or just?
No, it could be entirely of 2024. You think of all that we cover between basketball, we had regional championship wrestling,
right.
You know, sub-state championship in football. Had a pair of really great games here tonight, especially the girls' game. But
well, you know, partner, my love is wrestling, so I'm going to go with the regional wrestling tournament.
You know, and I was going to say the same because it's in our open, and it was so awesome seeing Tyler Crisp win the 106-pound regional championship here in Chieftain Arena and on Tonganoxie Sports Live, defeating one of the top 106-pound wrestlers in the state, the top 106-pound wrestler in the state, and Tanner Schlechter from Santa Fe Trail. That was a really cool moment.
Not only did he beat him, partner, he pinned him.
That's exactly it. He was up 9-4, and we said, is he going to, you know, do you just play it safe? Do you want to try anything risky to turn him or whatever? And that's exactly what he did, and that's why it's in our open. It's just it was a truly awesome moment. But we had many more, and we look forward to making more coming up in 2025 here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. But here's final score. Boys game coming to an end, 55-62, and the girls game 43-50. So Broncos get the doubleheader sweep tonight. Chieftains back on the road this Thursday at Eudora, their final doubleheader before they take the holiday break. And then they'll be back on the road at Baldwin for their first game in 2025 coming up on January 7th. We will be back here inside Chieftain Arena as I pull up the schedule. We will be back on Friday, January 10th, back here at home. Another tough contest as we will host the Ottawa Cyclones. Talk about one of the best teams, top rated for the girls and boys teams in 4A. That should be going to be really, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Team come in. There's been a lot written about them. They've been looking like the part so far. So that is the next time we will see you all right here on Tonganoxie Sports Live. For our folks over at Spring Hill Sports Live, thank you for tuning along with us on our simulcast, and congratulations to the Broncos on the doubleheader sweep here tonight. Alongside Dennis Drennan, I'm Dylan Funk. For one final time in 2024, you've been watching Chieftain Athletics on Tonganoxie Sports Live. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New Year. We will see you in 2025.